Hello. We have voices that work. You have speakers, hopefully, on which you can hear us for the first time this evening. Sorry about that. Welcome to the studio and our signing bonanza. What are we going to do?
Well, we could let's make sure this is working. If you can hear us, tell us on the hilarious chat that we can see. We've got the chat in front of us here. We have sound. There you go. I don't need to look at the chat all the time now. But yeah, we're in Newcastle. We're in our studio. We're pretty distant from each other as far as we can be. In our little bubble in Maximo Park, and we've got an album out, and people seem to quite like it.
There it is. Yeah,
which is good. It's cold in here. You know, feel like I'm starting to write one of our songs. But yeah, we're gonna.
That's the studio. You're allowed to do that.
That's right.
Anytime.
This is it. The next album starts right here on a live chat to people out there in YouTube land.
There's loads of space on the back of these. You could just get cracking.
That's true. We're going to personalize. Maybe we'll personalize on the back, because all of the ones that we've signed from our website were all 3 signatures on the front. So this could be the way of really changing that up and having a unique item for anybody who's asked for theirs personalized today. On the other hand, you can always tell us if that's a bad idea and you want it on the front, and then we'll kind of make a little poll on the internet here. Here we go. Lovely to hear you. We hear you. Volume is up, etc. Okay. Should we start signings, because then we can see what. The reason we have 2 laptops here is so that we can see the chat, and we can also, we're getting the personalized messages sent through to this computer. This isn't an advert for big tech. Clearly not. After our initial difficulties, but yes. Let's see.
First message is happy birthday, Karen. If you're out there, love from Claire.
And this came through via the Crash Leeds shop.
In Leeds.
So
do you fancy writing the first message there, Tom?
No. Let's give it a go.
Happy birthday, Karen.
So we'll do a little signing on all of these. Just say thank you.
Yeah, just see how awkward it gets, over the course of the next few hours.
We did a little Tim's listening party last night. If you joined us, thanks. And listened through the record, and it was weird because I sort of didn't listen to it until last night. I've listened to it for a while, so it was nice to hear everyone's reactions to it. That was very cool.
It was amazing. It was actually the nearest we're going to get to being in a room with our audience for the time being. So thanks to anyone who was listening.
Yeah, and Ben joined us. We have Ben, producer.
Yeah.
A lot of people want it on the front. We can hear you. We listen to you. We're the kind of band that listens. So Claire, your dedication to Karen is going to be a real one-off now. You can. Let's see. You could. Yeah, that's not good. The people want it in a frame, you see, and that is the point.
Well, we could do it on the front as well for you.
So,
how's that? Just double it up.
Well, I don't know about that. We'll just leave this one. This is the one-offs.
Yeah. This
is what it's like in Maximo Park. Generally, it's just us kind of wondering what to do and throwing ideas at the wall. We have our vinyl collector, Sean, over there.
CD next for Martina Merens from Oldenburg. Enjoy the music.
All right.
Okay.
Now then, I wonder if we could sign the front, and then what about the inside underneath our
good idea.
pictures?
We'll do that. Stick it there.
There we go.
And we'll sign the front.
This is it. This is creativity in action here.
So, to the message.
There you go.
So
loved the listening party. So did we. It's weird because you're just at home in your house with your record, and that's it. And obviously we made it, so it's kind of weird. Listening back to it now after slaving over it for quite a long time. But yeah, I really sort of felt quite euphoric as well. I like the music, obviously, but I felt kind of connected to people, and people were so nice, apart from one German guy, but less said the better. He was quite picky. Not unpleasant, but a little bit picky. And yeah, we had a good time in our houses, and you know, I think that's one of the things that we've been dealing with, trying to put a record out in these times. Just trying to, you know, usually we'd be out and about, sat on a counter. Here you go, Sean. In a record shop, playing the songs, me and Duncan, in an acoustic style, and meeting people, and you know, feeling like you were doing something tangible. So here we are doing something tangible, but speaking into a mobile phone.
This is almost like the record shop counter. This is as close as we get, really.
Mm-hmm.
But
there's a lot of South American fans out there, Latin American.
Hello, everyone in South America.
Hello there. I was thinking about South America just today because, well, I was thinking about Latin America because we went to Mexico and played a show with all sorts of different people, a big festival called Corona Capital Festival, and we played with Mogwai, and Stuart from Mogwai I was in touch with him today, and he was just saying about how his album went to #1, and it made me think of being there. Here's my little anecdote for the day. I had a Mogwai tote bag, and I left it somewhere in Mexico City, around the hotel, which was kind of a big sprawling complex where all the artists were staying. And yeah, I had like, I don't know whether I had my passport in and wallet and that kind of thing. Slightly embarrassing, but I left it somewhere in the hotel. And it was delivered to his room because he's in Mogwai, so they saw a bag with Mogwai on and delivered it to him. And it was my bag, and luckily I got it back. So I have many things to thank Stuart from Mogwai for, including Mogwai's music, which I was a massive fan of when I was growing up, and still am. But yeah, let's see. It's my turn to do a dedication.
Yeah, so this one's for Jen. It's birthday. Happy birthday to Jen.
Jen double N. Double N, Jen.
Jen double N. Okay, happy birthday, Jen. Let's see, where can I do this? On the front, it's got to be.
So I'll scroll this up so you can see it. There you go.
Thank you.
This is through Crash in Leeds. Hello, everyone at Crash in Leeds as well. And we've got Banquet as well coming up. Banquet Records in Kingston. If you've been buying stuff through there, that's great as well. Thanks for supporting us.
Our handwriting's got to be at its best today.
Mine's terrible. I leave it to these two.
Let's see. We hope you enjoy the new album. We do too. LP.
So,
there you go. I've only got room for LP, a bit of creative license there. And we'll do one of these up here.
one of the things we're particularly excited about doing tonight is at 7, after 7, there's going to be an auction.
That's yeah. People can bid now. It's actually online.
Okay, we actually do the auction at 7, but you can bid already.
Well, it's just going on, and whoever's in pole position by 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, just after we go off air, we'll announce it on our social media, and we'll hopefully, if I can speak to our people over there, we can put the link to the auction in the chat, and type it out for anybody who's interested. But I think we've shared it on social media a couple of times, and it's all for Newcastle West End Food Bank, which we'll have a little chat about that later on and why we think that's a good idea. But yes, that is ongoing. It was at £600 when I spoke to Newcastle, BBC Radio Newcastle this morning, and went on there and spoke to Alfie. And at that point in time, it was at £600, which is very generous already. So if anybody wants to improve on that, I don't know what the current bidding is, but
we should probably say what it's for, just in case you don't know. It's a gold disc for a certain figure.
Yes.
Which there aren't very many of at all.
It's a bit of a rarity, that one.
Yeah.
This is to Francesca from Italy, one of our greatest fans. That's been signed for you, so go forward there.
All right.
We're getting some live messaging coming on in here.
Well,
so
anybody how many people have we got here? We've got quite a lot of people. Tell your friends. Apparently, we're number one. Currently, we're in the midweek chart after 3 days of selling our record to people. And yeah, the official chart company have gone onto Twitter and announced that. So I can tell my mum, and she'll be very happy. She's probably out there right now. She watches everything and listens to everything.
Yeah, she'll know before you do on these matters.
Yeah. So that is pretty unbelievable news, really.
It's a new one.
yeah,
Yes, we've never been in this position before. Even when our second album, Our Earthly Pleasures, which a lot of people seem to like, that went to number 2. But we were always in the slipstream of Kings of Leon, who were pretty massive at that point. And so yeah, this is the first time we've been number 1, and we are here all together in Newcastle. This is exciting.
The question.
However, we need people to buy it before the end of the week. And as I was saying, I was talking about Mogwai, and one of the things that I was talking to Stuart about was being number 1, and Mogwai being a independent band doing their own thing. You know, no big money behind them, and it's the same for us. You know, we've always been an independent band, even when we started out on Wart Records, one of the greatest independent labels ever. And yeah, to us. Yeah, to be in this position is pretty crazy, especially after 6 records, and you know, you don't expect number 1s to come along at this stage in the game. So tell your friends, buy more copies if you want. I think it's £5 on iTunes or something like that. Again, I can check. £4.99. I feel like one of those guys who stands in the back of a sort of mobile butchers. Have you ever seen them?
$4.99.
$4.99 on your iTunes. Get down on it.
Don't be shy. Get yourself a copy
and get some sausages. But yeah, anyway,
we're ready.
Don't get any sausages if it stops you getting our album. Now it's turned into one of our live shows in between the songs. Yes, wow, this is all happening live and we don't usually do this kind of thing. No. We're reserved to people.
Two things happening for the first time simultaneously, going to number 1 and being on YouTube live, like TV presenters who don't know what they're doing.
That's right. This is what it's like. This is why 24-hour news channels like QVC are so entertaining at times, because they are just struggling for things to say. So,
well, we'll live up.
Here we go. We've got another one for Sean.
That's for Jen. That's signed.
Jen.
So it's
Francesca's.
That's Jen's.
That was Jen's.
Yeah.
So next we've got
what is it?
Hey Kelly, spelled as in a bale of hay, which is how my friend Andy Hodson, who the drummer in Warm Digits, that's how he spells hay.
Are we right? Are we double sure that's not a typo?
I don't.
Are we gonna be like Ron Burgundy and only write what it says on the autocue?
Well, maybe. This is the thing. As I say, my friend Andy is a hay guy rather than a hay. He's a hay.
Okay.
I didn't even know that was a.
I mean,
I don't know whether it is. This is the
you
thing.
can say it how that, but can you write it how you like? I mean,
I don't know.
If that's the request
to the
the Ron Burgundy thing. It's tough. We've just got to stick with it. We can put it in inverted commas because we wouldn't say it, but we appreciate the message. You know, we are the messengers. I'm going to get some water. Let's get some hay. I'm glad we don't have to use this whiteboard anymore. That was good, wasn't it, at the start, when things weren't going so well in the sound department. I'm gonna get rid of our technology always wins. Hey, we should raffle it off. Anyway, you could win this. No, not really. Not really.
That's what we write our set list on.
Yeah, our set list pretty old. All our set lists pretty old at the moment. You are the best guy.
So yeah, the question is whether we stay at number 1, because I guess for it to be official, but this is the question.
Yes, it is a big question. The only people who can answer it are people with money. And a lot of people have already bought it, and thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. But if you want to buy another one, it's the price of a coffee, or a piece of brownie in London, or something like that. Artisan brownie. I don't know.
Yeah, a multi-pack of tape.
A special strawberry tart.
A very special.
Very
one.
special.
It would have to be
A big, like family size,
at least 6
tart.
servings, 8, maybe 8.
or
8.
you know, a sort of multi-pack of Mars bars. I don't know. But anyway, it's available. It's out there. Hey, I've just noticed my eco-friendly water bottle matches the vinyl.
I've just signed it twice, but you know, there you go, times 2.
There you go. Let's see. Is this one of the? There you go.
The blue one.
Look at this. It's like QVC. This. They just talk nonsense all the way through. Look at that. If you've got a blue water bottle, this is the album for you. Believe me.
Yeah, just needs a little green thing in the middle.
Yeah, I'm just going to try not to scratch this. somebody's record is put it back in. Look at that. All the lyrics, everybody. And a little extra Laura Lancaster painting. And if you get the deluxe vinyl, you get a massive poster.
Actually, that deluxe is up next, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Right on
we
cue. Right on cue. This is good.
This is what the deluxe vinyl
Right
looks
on
like. In case
QVC.
you wanted to know.
we
This
always
is another first.
Yeah.
We have never thought it was a good idea to have our faces anywhere in the artwork of any of
I'm
our
not sure
records
it is,
until now.
to be honest.
But we had space. We had space.
We had more space.
We filled it.
We had special shirts, and it's in black and white. And a very professional photographer took the photos, so we were in good hands. Who's this for? Do you want to?
Yeah, this is for Terrace, and hope you like the new album.
Have we done Matt?
Hang on a minute.
Oh, sorry, this is Matt. I apologise. Yeah, this is Matt.
This is a very straight
This is
down the
from Rough
line.
Trade.
This is easy.
Two
Like,
Matts.
from Rough Trade in London.
It's just simple. Enjoy the record. And that's
Thanks for having us the other night on Rough Trade Transmissions. If you caught that, slightly nervous, I must admit. That was a bit weird. we haven't played for a while, so hope you enjoyed it.
I've had an easy life lately, not really doing any live performing. Most of the stuff we get asked to do at the moment is acoustic, and
Well, it won't be long until you get to do a little
yeah,
Riverside.
although I obviously can do things acoustically, but they're generally too loud for things to be recorded on a little microphone. So
Yeah, Riverside stream. We must plug that as well.
Tom on that.
I think we need Tom on that one.
Tom on that one for Matt.
okay, well, I think we might be having a short intermission.
Short intermission. Just checking. I'm back. We've got 5 minutes until you get to see some adverts that we've prepared, which hopefully will amuse you, and we can have a sandwich or whatever. I don't know what's happening.
We're being pointed at. I don't know. Is that some sort of TV sign language?
Are we off now?
Just
We're not off.
We're not off. We're on.
we're on.
We're always on.
We're being
keep going.
given messages.
Keep going.
So.
Introducing the new Maximo Park Limited Edition All of Me mirror. This mirror was used on set during the making of the All of Me music video and is truly one of a kind. With its simple, sleek, and chic design, you'd be crazy not to want one of these bad boys. Wow, just look at that shiny finish. Nice. You will not regret the purchase of this mirror, and that's a Maximo Park promise. This mirror can be yours for only 3 small payments of $29.99. Buy now! Call 304-208-7577. That's 304-208. So, get your new Maximo Park Limited Edition All of Me mirror now.
Do you want to be eco-friendly? Of course you do. Well, now you can be by owning a very special eco-vinyl record. These special vinyl records are made out of recycled old vinyl and blended into one special vinyl just for you. Why not purchase a full bundle and get a signed CD, bonus CD, some very special seeds to plant your very own chilies, tomatoes and wildflowers? It is the season for chili planting after all. Plus, a zine, all for £25. I mean, if this isn't a bargain, I don't know what is.
Double. Oh no, we've done that, haven't we?
We've done that. It's Keris, CD for Keris.
CD for Keris.
Hello, we're back. Maybe.
Hopefully.
This is it. This is like many things at the moment. Just you hope that it's being broadcast out and keep your fingers crossed. We're back here. We're going to do some more signing. If you've just joined us, there's an auction going on for one of our gold discs. We're going to try and get that put in the corner of the screen just to see how that's ticking over. Somebody on the chat says it's at £605 at the moment, which is very good. And
room for improvement,
of course, incremental. You know, just a little £5 here, £5 there.
More is more.
Yeah.
Could be yours. What's our next signing going to be? Let's see.
This is Keris.
We've done Matt.
Hey, Keris.
Here we go. Hey, Keris. Hope you like the new album. See you when we play Manchester. And we'll put the dedication on the inside because, well, yeah.
Inside, yeah.
I think so. It's a nice place. All right then. Let's give it a go. Use my pen again. Staying COVID safe and all that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Maximo.
Hey, Keris.
Hopefully that's a new album. Full stop. New sentence. See you when we play Manchester. Full stop.
Thrilling stuff here.
It's all happening.
You can say something while I'm doing this bit.
So.
Tell them about somebody asked on the chat about the New York gig. What happened? We were playing the Bowery Ballroom.
Yeah. That would have been in 2017. The last time we were on tour, really. We've done a few shows since then, but not many. But we, as you probably know, the last album, Risk to Exist, came out in 2017, and we ended up in New York at the end of the US tour. It was winter, and we played the Bowery Ballroom, which was one of the first places we played in New York in 2005.
Was that Jeffrey Lewis? Was Jeffrey Lewis supporting?
That was the previous tour.
That was
Gramercy.
Gramercy Theatre.
Gramercy Ballroom?
Yeah,
Gramercy.
another ballroom. Anyway, it was quite rowdy. It's a great venue. Quite small and sweaty. And someone got a little overexcited and decided they wanted to be on stage as well, which is always unnerving. And because it was a small gig, we don't have like a load of security people on hand. And who actually dealt with him? Was it you?
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I think he'd got on stage and had jumped back into the audience or whatever, and I'd sort of kept my distance. And then the second time he came on, he tried to come over, and I was quite angry. But I'd like to think it was a controlled kick that propelled him back into the audience.
It was. You were nudging him with your foot.
Yeah.
It was more of a.
In case there are any lawyers watching this, right. I was slightly concerned after the concert because somebody posted footage and it looked quite aggressive. I think I'd channeled some of the Bruce Lee films that me and my dad used to watch when I was a child, and I used to do karate at Billingham Forum. Shout out for Billingham Forum. So yeah, I think it all came back, and I was slightly worried because of the litigation aspect of American society. Anyway, the gig went all right and everything was okay, but it was pretty full on because somebody took me on it at the Astoria in London. Somebody somehow got onto the stage and tackled me, and I sort of went flying, and it was really I couldn't kind of breathe because this guy was like had his arms around my neck, so I ended up having a bit of a struggle with him, and again shoving him away. There's anyway, that's the story. It's not hilarious.
I'd forgotten that, but it's not surprising that Paul remembers these things. I'm safely at the back,
Distressed.
hiding behind drums. You have to. You're on the front line.
I am. This one's to Alexander. I hope you like this one.
What have we got next?
What else?
We've got Shelley.
Silver.
When do we think the next concerts are going to be? That's a good question. we've got some.
Yeah, that's an ongoing conversation.
Yeah, we've got some scheduled, and we'll just kind of wait until the last moment possible before we reschedule, because we don't want to do that. But obviously, we want everybody to be safe, and we want to, be part of the helping the problem rather than adding to it at the moment in the pandemic. But yeah, I think because of the roadmap, the much discussed roadmap, we're on track to still do a lot of the shows this year, and it's going to be interesting for us as well. We've been waiting and wondering and feeling a bit bleak, if I'm honest, about everything, and this album coming out and the the prospect of the shows actually happening, it's good for us. And the socially distanced ones that we've got in association with Banquet Records, and we've got another one up here at the Time Theatre. Because they're socially distanced at the end of April, again we're just waiting to see whether it's allowed or it's not.
Yeah, they're going to be the next shows we do, we think.
We think so. Here you go, Sean.
But probably not in April, but not much longer after that.
Yeah, we'll see.
They were arranged on tier. In times when there were tiers, but obviously there's not going to be a tier system anymore.
No time for tears.
No tears around here.
No tiers anymore. Not long. But for all the other stuff, your guess is as good as ours.
Indeed. Uncertainty reigns.
A lot of festivals are selling tickets again now, so that's good. We live in hope. We'll hopefully see you in the summer.
Yeah.
On the stage.
We're going to need another vinyl.
Okay.
For Shelley.
We've done Shelley.
We've done Shelley. You're almost perfect.
We haven't done Keats. We've done Shelley.
There you go.
Sorry. Terrible poet joke for anyone.
Double vinyl.
Double vinyl.
Double vinyl. This one's for you, George.
Yeah. Oh, next time.
See you next time in Lourdes.
Lourdes.
Look, that's Lourdes in France. I know Lourdes very well. It's where I go on holiday most years with my
fancy pants.
Fancy pants.
Lourdes. Yes, very merci beaucoup for that one.
Yeah.
Good old.
I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to
Yeah.
meet up with George in Lourdes.
This one's for you, George.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's amazing.
Let's give
I
it a go.
didn't think anyone had ever heard of Lourdes. Except, that's the probably 10,000 people that live there.
Yeah. There's another birthday.
Anything else going on here? Let's see.
There's Jen next as well. Another Jen. My sister's called Jen.
Can we still put in a signing request if we order now? I'm afraid not. Unfortunately,
You can go at Banquet.
Banquet. Yes, you can via Banquet. There we go. Live information.
Switched it
coming
up.
at me.
Yeah.
So there was a cut-off for all the other shops, which was 4 o'clock before we started. But Golem 2555. You can indeed go onto the Banquet website, and they're doing it live, and all the information is on their website about how that happens. There's a little box, I think, that you write your message in, and because we're still here, that's the one that's it's still going ahead. So that's good. Let's see. Where's George? George.
See you next time.
You might see him in
I
London.
may well. At the market. It's a market town in the south of France.
Do you go to the boulangerie?
There are multiple boulangeries, big old boulangeries.
You have a little dip in the piscine?
I haven't been to the local piscine, but we go to the plage.
Oh, the plage.
Sud.
Southern south. Is it Treasure? It's just, sorry.
Yeah,
Train.
a mile south. You get the plage. It's lovely.
And that's coming down your way,
They
George.
use at the market. The markets is like a big food market, but when I first went there about 20 years ago, it was more like a flea market, and they had loads of like record shops, things like that. Nice. And I bought the Bootsy Collins Greatest Hits 2 disc.
Not bad.
Which is not something you'd expect to find. I think you
used that one, Tom.
There you go.
Tom's there's a bit of a backlog because of Tom's excess knowledge of small towns in France.
I was not expecting to mention you more today.
Yeah.
Kids and that kind of thing. I would say I was probably about 10 or 11.
Right.
10 or 11.
You dabbled a bit later than me. See, I tried too early. I remember going for maybe 1 or 2 max sessions when I was about 8, and it was just so a bit much for me, and I didn't enjoy it at all. And
No,
I
hated
remember
it.
crying when my mum picked me up. It was,
I was holding back the tears on this guy Martin. I think it was a guy called Martin with a mustache, dark hair, looked like a kind of dashing bad guy to a sort of 10-year-old me, and he kept sweeping my legs, and ended up with lots of damage to my elbows. Anyway, I don't you know, it's in the past now. I don't think about it very often.
I left doing karate because I went to playing the guitar. Really.
Excellent. Oh,
that was a good move.
The sound, the volume went. I'm being told that the sound went. There was no sound, so we've been talking nonsense for no reason. But the sound is back.
We talk nonsense at low and high volume, so
we can't hear you. What a waste of breath.
So we had a karate talk.
Yeah, you best off missing that.
In fact, all 3 of us did karate
briefly.
So
in the
late
80s, early 90s.
Late 80s Karate Kid was massive.
I didn't get anywhere near a belt. It was just an experiment for me.
Yeah.
It was, my parents trying to think of something for me to do
Yeah.
in the evening, and that one didn't work out. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah. The karate
sound.
Double vinyl. Here we go. This is for Derek in Stonehaven. Another place that I've been. Have you ever been to Stonehaven?
Is that in the Lake District?
No, it's just southwest of Aberdeen.
Oh yeah, I've been
Whitehaven.
there.
Cumbria.
I was very close to there last year.
Yeah. Stonehaven's a beautiful place. I think I had some pretty bad floods there.
Montrose is right next to there.
Okay.
Scottish viewers.
So, Derek, the Stonehaven coast is always changing. Well, it certainly is.
There we go. Incorporating the song title. I like it.
I'm happy to write that one.
Somebody says, let's see. What about Archers and Lucas? You still have contact? We do, just about.
As much as you're allowed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lucas is a tricky one to contact because he's on the opposite side of the Earth.
Yeah.
The zenith. No, the nadir. I'm digressing badly here, but do you know what the actual definition of nadir is?
Well, other than what I assume it to be.
It's the opposite of zenith, and it means the place that's in a straight line on the other side of the Earth from yourself. So Lucas is now at the nadir, and we're at the no. That's...
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have put it like that.
No,
you know, I still got a lot of love for Lucas. Lucas was really nice this week actually, because Lucas was complimenting us on the new record on Instagram, and we sent him the record, and he likes it, and he loves it. but yeah, it must be strange for him to sort of. I'm sure he's not tuned in right now, but I'm sure it from afar. You know, yeah, you know, it's probably what time is it in Melbourne?
I think it's +9.
I don't want to think about that, but he'll be asleep now, hopefully.
He will be.
Although he does have a small child, so again, baby sleep on the new record. Hey, topical reference.
Yeah.
But yes, he's a new father, just about, and still qualifying for that, just about. And so he can relate to a lot of the lyrics on the record, which are inspired by parenthood, but hopefully accessible to all. But yeah, he sent us lots of nice messages, and I think, you know, you can just listen to it without any sort of pressure, whereas we might listen to it and think of the labour that went into it or what we were doing on the day we wrote it and whatever. And so he's coming at it with a completely clean slate, which I guess Archers must be as well. You know, yeah, it'd be interesting to know what they thought about being ex-members of Maximo Park. But
yeah, it's not like we call them up and ask them what they think of what we're doing. It's a funny one. You just have to go your separate ways, and Lucas has been very, very supportive.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Will Maximo be brewing again? When can we get more ale? Well,
under the table right now. We've got who knows?
There we go. This one's for Derek.
Yeah. We had a beer that was made by Mordew on the album launch for Too Much Information.
That's right.
Maximo No. 5. That was delicious. Mordew, I think they're not going anymore. They've changed.
I don't know.
Someone told me that they've been moved to a different brewery somewhere. So people are still brewing Mordew beer, but not in the same place.
Somebody says, I'm on very strong antibiotics and I'm not convinced that this isn't all part of a hallucination. You're not the only one, Abby Barker. You're not the only one. This is, you know, we are in a relatively big room, again, nicely ventilated for us at this current time. And, you know, not much is going on. We've got our two helpers, Jazz and Sean, masked up over there, tapping away, controlling our lives, controlling what we say. So yeah, it's pretty weird. Somebody says traumatized by karate. So I think at least some of our trauma karate stories got through. Who's next?
It's Ral.
Ral, I'll tell you some more about me.
I'll let you finish that off. So
all right. Okay.
It's a joint effort on the whole.
I'll do some.
Do we need to go a bit quicker?
Probably.
We're a bit chilled, let's just say. So we'll try and speed it up a bit.
So this one's for you, Tony.
Oh, you missed out Tim.
Tim.
Never missed Tim.
From Tim to Tony. That's sweet.
Yeah, our signing rate isn't hectic. It has to be said. We're going to be here long after this 4-hour marathon finishes, by the look of it.
Yeah.
But we're number one. Don't forget about that. For anybody who's just tuned in to our marathon, we're currently number one after 3 days. And unless people go out there and keep buying our record and telling other people about it, we probably won't stay there. But you know, I'm a realistic man. I'm trying to be realistic at this point. But it feels good. We'll be here all night signing our number one record that may not be number one by the time you receive it.
And you'll be long gone and we'll still be talking to nobody.
Yeah, again, the sound might go off and we just don't know. We're doing what we can here.
Another very sweet message on that one that also incorporates lyrics.
Oh yeah, you know that we would love to see you next year. That's interesting. Very interesting for our times.
The next one, however, this one's for you, Tony. Definitely.
I don't remember that one. That's one of our old B-sides.
Yeah.
There is a Morrissey B-side called Tony the Pony. But the less said about that, the better. Here you go, Sean. Here's one for Tim.
This Note's for You by Neil Young. That's about as close as you're going to get to
That's a good one.
This one's for you, Tony.
What else? What else?
I'll let you do that. I'll just quickly sign it.
Daniel Pritchett says, "You'll always be number one to me. Keep smashing it, boys."
Oh,
Thanks, Daniel.
cheers, mate.
This is good. Is it any warmer with 5 bodies in there? And the answer is
You need
generally
more than
not.
5 bodies to make it warm in here.
Or you need Tom going hell for leather on his drums. He always gets sweaty before we do in this room. And in the summertime, because we've got skylights, it gets warm. And in the wintertime, as we are currently experiencing, it's pretty chilly.
Yeah.
But we've made an effort. I've dressed up, and Tom's got his new Nature Always Wins shirt on. He got the memo.
Custom.
The only one of us to get the memo.
Customised. Yeah,
I
the memo I
sorry.
sent to myself, and I didn't forward it to anyone else. So.
Yeah. But I like the way you kind of.
Yeah, I'm sort
Got
of.
another one.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's sort of. I think we're sort of just about making it work.
We're rocking it. We're doing our best.
Coordinated. What are we on now? With Tony's next is.
Sony's good.
Oh, it's more lyrics.
I'll sign your vinyl if you sing to me in French. And there's no dedication on it. It's unusual.
Yeah.
It's unusual. There's a lot of unusual dedications here without any names on, and I feel sad that if somebody receives these through the post and it doesn't have their name on, I'll be gutted for them. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But yes, it doesn't get much warmer with 5 bodies in this room. Cheers from the shores of Lake Superior in Ontario, Canada. I'm late to the party.
Whoa.
How do I get one of these? Biggest fan, says Mart. And Mart, you can go on to the Banquet Records website, and they will, we'll find a way. All the other ones have closed with the other record shops and with your personalised messages. But yeah, get onto Banquet Records in Kingston in London, and yeah. Here we go. What else? Can Tom save me a drum skin from the new tour, please? My other one from Goltra has dried out and it's lonely.
From what? Goltra.
I guess we must have, because we've sold a few on the merch table. So I mean, it could be, I'm coming at this live, so it could be Goltra's or whatever. It could be. Let's say, I'm sure they will reply.
That show.
I'm sure they will reply.
Yeah. It's kind of potluck.
Sure.
Somebody says, can we have some Maximo Fair Trade coffee, the daily grind? There you go. National health reference, we like it.
Yes.
Again, lyrical references abound on the YouTube chat today.
Coffee is good. Yeah, we should look into that.
Again, more South American and Latin American followers we've got. And Germany, yeah, we've got
Hello everyone, nice.
we've got German
see
fans
you all.
out there, which is nice. And Chilean, Lucas Campos. Yeah, I'm not sure this is getting any less hallucinogenic for those of you out there on strong antibiotics. I'm taking my medicine here in the form of a Pepsi Max. Other rotting teeth, rotting your stomach drinks are out there available for you.
Syncopation.
There you go. We're in sync. Was lost.
But no, going back to the drum skin thing.
Oh, here we go. Goltra's Festival near Helmsley. It's near Helmsley in Yorkshire.
Oh, I do remember that one. I got
It's just got a very French
It
name.
sounded very, French or Swiss. No, that was a good one. It was raining.
It was raining.
It was in the woods.
Did Lucas's mum and dad come?
Yes.
Because Lucas is from Huddersfield, and so we were in Yorkshire. I remember it very well. I remember it.
Roy Harper's son playing a tent.
He did. Nick Harper played,
Nick
and
Harper.
so did, I'm sure, I went over and saw somebody else as well in a tent that I played.
And I saw my friend Kirsty from university. Yeah.
We remember it in Helmsley. I used to go there as a child with my parents and my brothers because we used to go. We had a trailer tent, and the furthest we would go was North Yorkshire, not very far from Billingham on Teesside, but it felt like a long way to us. I think my parents just didn't want three lads in the back of the car going nuts at each other. There you go.
Yeah, I'll
Okay, we've
I'll
got this
try and
one
have
all
some
done.
spare skins on tour, just in case we bump into each other somewhere in Yorkshire or elsewhere.
All right, let's see. We've got a real production line going now. What's next?
We had, we've got Emily. A flower doesn't think about competing with the flowers next to it. It just blooms.
That's not one of your lyrics, is it, Paul?
New B-side.
Could be.
Again, new B-side.
We'll just borrow.
It's a nature always wins with.
Paul, you can write that one out. My handwriting's deteriorating.
I'm sure we put a limit. I'm sure we put a character
That's
limit on
close to it. That's got to be close to it.
I just write everything in capitals, so it just looks like I'm shouting at you. So apologies for that. I'm one of those people.
Okay, Emily. Here we go. I'm going to see how small I can write. It's like doing a little compilation tape.
Right, yeah, let's do more than one at a time.
Definitely.
How's that?
We've still got entertainment with people watching as well. It's the pressure of the live stream. Have we not got any more adverts? Sean, when's our next advert break? 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes to. We've got some brand new adverts that we've come up with that are slightly amusing. So look out for that. Emily, a flower doesn't think about competing with the flowers next to it. It just blooms. Let's give it a go.
That's pretty profound stuff. I like it.
Well,
there are some really heartfelt messages on these. I hope we're writing them clearly enough. I'm sure Paul is. This next one has a note, and I don't know whether to take it literally and write it out, or
The bit of victory. This one. Or sign under nature always wins.
there we go. Sign.
See, if you sign under nature always wins, that means you sign where the band name is.
Interesting.
So I'm struggling to decide how to do that one.
I have to go.
Just do what you can.
I'm going to go sort of halfway.
So this is the first time we've ever done this. So
And the last.
yeah, is this okay?
Is this all right?
I don't know.
Well, this is the longest.
Lacquer there.
We'll do our Beatles impressions if you want.
This is that. We'll do that in the final half an hour when we really have nothing else to say. So people, what's our favourite song? People have asked what our. Hey mate, what's our favourite song on the album?
I don't know. I can't remember, Paul.
I can't remember. It's Yesterday. I think it was my favourite one.
I quite like
Came
In My
to me in a
Life.
dream. Came to me in a dream in 1965. Scrambled eggs, wasn't it? For tea. Scrambled eggs for tea. What's our favourite song on the new record?
On the new one.
Yeah.
What would you say, Tom?
Well, I listened to it all the way through for the first time in a while last night on the Twitter listening party. And before that, I thought it was Ardo, because I've been enjoying rehearsing that for our live show coming up. But my favourite one to listen to at the moment is probably Feelings I'm Supposed to Feel.
Solid.
And it just sounds unlike anything we've done before, because it's quite atmospheric, quite dreamy for us. We're not known for being dreamy, but I don't know what we're not known for, because it's hard from this side of the
It is.
the divine and the silence. Anyway, yeah. How about you?
It's not a bad call. Versions of you. There's been a lot of people online at the listening party last night, and just people commenting, just saying that's one of their favourites, and it's kind of one of my favourites, definitely on the record. Every time I hear it, it just kind of builds and builds, and I find it's very personal. So yeah, it feels good. Versions of you. But yeah, I like Meeting Up and Feelings I'm Supposed to Feel. Again, the two sort of dreamier ones where I'm singing a little bit differently. Those ones, I mean, it's really difficult. Again, listening to it last night at our Tim's Twitter listening party, definitely I just felt so good about the record, and obviously I'm supposed to. But your mind gets pulled out of sync with what you know, in terms of what you felt about the songs when you were doing them, why they should be on the record, then recording them, and then afterwards, you know, some people won't like some of those songs, and again, that can have an impact on you. And I remember reading something about our last album where somebody was very critical about it, and I'd just come across it by chance and you know, I kind of, it sticks in my mind, and I don't want that really. I just want to kind of think my own thoughts about it, but I'm easily influenced, I suppose, is what I'm saying. And with everybody liking versions of you, that makes me feel good about it, I have to say.
Yeah, I heard that on Sean Keaveney on Six Music.
Oh yeah, he's a big fan when I was talking to
that
him.
track. Yeah, have you got any idea how they decide which ones they play on there?
I don't, but for me,
of
on
the
the Six
day.
Music album of the day, it felt like each DJ had something that felt appropriate for their program. Like Marianne Hobbs is playing a lot of kind of more dance stuff and beats oriented stuff, so she played Meeting Up, and yeah, I think each DJ had their producers probably gave them a little nod in the right direction if they hadn't heard the record. But anyway, we've got 5 minutes before we're heading to the ad break, so if you need to go to the toilet, don't miss anything. Don't miss any of this. Or if you're not interested in this and you're just waiting for the adverts, then go to the toilet now.
It's incredibly exciting.
This one says sign with anything you like.
Wow, there you go. That's the freedom that we don't need.
That could be dangerous because, yeah, I mean, it could be drivel, but that's okay. If you like drivel, we can do that. Or not.
There's not even anyone to dedicate it to. I think it's just.
Is this maybe this is an eBay one? So to eBay.
A Dutch person here says that they're going to play the album at the wedding next year in Mauritius. He's marrying, or he or she, they're marrying a Mauritian, and they're going to play the album at their wedding, which is very nice.
Congratulations.
I've heard a few first dances to do with our songs. They obviously have a lot of energy, those people, unless they're going for one of the more relaxed things like the undercurrents or whatever. But yeah, there you go. That's very, very nice to know. Excellent bidding on the gold disc so far. Good work. All for Newcastle West End Food Bank. So that's great. Since we're here and we've got you all out there, we decided to do something worthwhile with our time, and again get lots of people into the indie shops online to order these things while we've got an album coming out. So it's nice to support things that we're interested in and good causes in that way. Gonna get another copy on vinyl, says Rob Burnett. What a fantastic thing to read. That is exactly why we're here.
Thank you, Rob.
We're gonna try and stick with the number one that we've currently got. And if you are looking at cheap options, I think it's $4.99 on iTunes. Just saying. QVC, doing my salesman bit. But yeah, it's nice. People saying that they're getting other copies of it. And let's see, what else have we got? How do you manage to sing such beautifully personal and emotive lyrics without breaking down, says Mel Sully. Well, we haven't played it live yet, so let's not go there just yet. We'll see.
They might be referring to lyrics from earlier records as well.
Well, it's funny. It's not that funny, but we did a gig in Newcastle HMV once, and I was singing "I Want You to Stay," and there was somebody, crying, and you could see it. I'm sure there's been other people in tears at our concerts for one reason or another, in tears at how badly it's going on stage. I don't know, but yeah, this one young lad was crying during that song, and it was hard to sing the song watching that, because in HMV Newcastle it's very bright, there's nowhere to hide, and yeah, there are moments where you feel overwhelmed, but my job is to sing the songs, and I try my best to do that. And when you're on tour, you're a bit tired, and things can get a little bit fraught because you're away from home and you don't get much sleep. Anyway, I'll see if I can manage. But Versions of You is one of those where, yeah, it's a real kind of tearjerker, I think. Anyway, Sean, here's another. How many? We've got 1 minute before we go into the adverts. Don't go anywhere if you want to hear us speak in silly accents over the top of spoof adverts. Don't go anywhere. And we'll be back after that. I might have a little bit of my sandwich, and that kind of thrilling stuff while we're off. But we'll be back. And this is the most amount of time you will have ever heard me talk, hopefully, in your life. unless you're a friend of mine or in the band. Yeah, we'll fill this last 30 seconds with the squeak of Sharpies on cardboard. Beautiful.
Here we go.
It's very nice. Another one for Sean on the conveyor belt. And hopefully when we come back we won't lose the sound which has happened. Let's see. Are we on? Let's see.
All good.
Greetings from Argentina. Hello.
Hi, Argentina.
Hermano Castro. Hello. Wow, somebody's got 9 copies of the album because of all the different bundles.
Wow.
Thank you. I hope it's worth it. Thank you. They all come with different things. But surely that 1 minute must be up. Jazz, is that 1 minute up?
So yeah.
Hey you! Do you like to climb things? Do you need something to climb with? Well, look no further! Introducing the brand new Maximo Park Unrealistically Long Limited Edition I don't know what I'm doing ladder. This wooden ladder is made from a beautiful lightweight pine and is 384,400 kilometers long. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, that's literally impossible. No one could even make a ladder that long, and no one would have any use for it. Well, shut up. It's great and you should buy it. You can literally climb to the moon with this ladder, just like Paul in the music video. Neat, huh? For just 18 small payments of $42.99 plus shipping, this ladder can be yours. So what are you waiting for? Buy now!
Ladies and gentlemen, may we present an exclusive live stream from Riverside in Newcastle. Yes, grab your ticket to watch Maximo Park perform songs from their new album, Nature Always Wins. Why not purchase a full bundle and get an exclusively signed print created by the one and only Duncan Lloyd, based on the prints that came with Before and After Science by Brian Eno. The concept depicts the situation the album was made in separate places, different times of day, but the band always on their own lines of communication. Not only this, but we will throw in a CD and a bonus CD, all for £20. What a bargain.
We're live.
We're back.
Again, let us know if the sound is working or not this time, because I don't want to waste any more karate-based stories on a muted system. We're Maximo Park. You know that already, because this is our YouTube channel, and you've tuned in via a link probably from our social media. We are in our studio in Newcastle, and we're here to sign and personalise copies of our record. And if you still haven't given us a personalised message, you can still do that on the Banquet Records website. But all the other record shops we've partnered with, that's all closed, and we are going to start signing them in a moment. When
Most people watching, I guess, will have already pre-ordered and given us a message to write on the record, and hopefully you'll catch us in the act of writing it. We don't currently have access to our list of messages, but when we do, we'll be cracking on with them, no problem.
we can do the signature bit. Here comes a laptop. Here we go.
Thank you, Sean. Right.
Let's see.
So
we've done Tony. We've
we
done Tony. Sign with anything you like.
We did, and we've also done Martin, Lauren, and Elise.
Right.
It's time for Andrew, Deborah, and Isabel.
All right.
Thank you for 16 years of support. Amazing. Thank you.
Fantastic. It's the 16-year itch hasn't kicked in. We're still not for us three. At least a few other people have left. Can't stop shedding members. We had a little question coming through, which we thought maybe we could speak about while we're signing, because we're looking at the chat from time to time. What's the best live act you've ever seen? Was one of them, and we could talk about what was the last thing that we saw before lockdown.
Did we go to the same gig? Was it Dive and? Did
No,
you go to
but
another one?
I went to another one. I'm a gig hound, and I went to see Chris Wood at the Sage Gateshead, and Chris Wood's a kind of folky singer, interesting, great guitar player, and it was really good. And he talked about the pandemic that was about to start and the government's handling of it at that point. And within a week, we were sort of locked down. I think that maybe at the weekend, things became very clear. It was my birthday as well, and I was going to go out for a drink. And couldn't go, didn't think it was the right thing to do, and didn't. And looks like I'll have another lockdown birthday this March as well. But anyway, what was the last? So we went to see Dive.
Yeah, and Chastity supported, and I really enjoyed both. I thought they were great.
It was really good.
Quite different, but cool. I mean, in some ways, it reminded me of a lot of kind of early '90s, but sort of I guess stuff that I listened to when I guess
grungy, but with a kind of shoegaze. Like if shoegaze and grunge met, that's kind of Dive, I suppose. Dive is spelled D-I-V.
That was really good. And then I really liked the first band from Whitby in Canada. Chastity. I always say
Chastity.
Chastity,
mate.
Did I get this
I just
right?
do it for chastity.
Sorry, I can't see it.
A bit of charity. Anyway.
He
He was really forceful performer.
Yeah.
I thought he was in your face and
I had a good chat with him. His family originated in Newcastle, so he felt like it was quite significant. This is the singer, and yeah, that was great. And I think both Paul and I bought the same jumper, so I'm waiting for him to wear his out before I can wear mine.
I know I wore my dive jumper to death over the summer, so.
So yeah, it was a great gig though, and yeah, it was a kind of. I'm glad it was a good one before the lockdown. So there you go. But what about you, Tom? What was the last gig you went to see?
Well, I think it seems so blooming long ago. I'm not even sure anymore, but I think it was. We went across. I used to live in Liverpool, and I used to have to go to Manchester quite a lot to go to gigs. Back in Newcastle now, but we drove over to the Victoria warehouse to see Supergrass.
Oh right, yeah. Like the anniversary thing, or like
the greatest hits.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah.
It was really good. I never saw them live. No, I did. I saw them once at uni.
I'm sure I saw them with you. Did I not see them? I haven't seen them. I'm sure we all went to see Supergrass at uni.
There was a long.
Years ago.
There was quite a long gap between those two shows. Anyway, it was Supergrass at Victoria Warehouse, and it was rocking. They were great. I've forgotten. I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't listened to much of their stuff for a lot of years, and they absolutely smashed it. And I think they were on potentially better form than when we saw them. In 1999 or whenever it was.
A bit like Stone Roses.
They improved with age, potentially.
Gillian Lockhead. Gillian on the chat says, I think I missed the memo with personalised messages on vinyl. Nonetheless, I do have plenty of signed things already. Thank you, Gillian. But you can still get a personalised message. We're still here for a number of hours yet. And on Banquet Records website, they're the one shop that is still open for messages. So if you want to order anything from them, we'll sign it. We have boxes full of records over there, and we'll give it a shot. It's actually got warm enough to undo 2 buttons. There we go. What else? Big thanks from Long Island, says Max Muller, for being my favourite band for the past 6 years. I always put on Lydia, the Ink Will Never Dry, and ask my friends what it means. I've never got the same answer twice.
Thank you, Max.
Thank you. I won't tell you what it means, but the name in the title came from Lydia Davis, who writes a lot of really amazing short stories, and it was kind of me asking her how hard can it be to do something, to write. Obviously, she never answered. It was fairly rhetorical, but yeah, that was where that name came from, and it felt like it fitted what Duncan was doing on the guitar. It's one of I love that song, but it was weird when we played that one live because it's kind of quite a delicate thing, and it didn't. I don't know whether it translated so well. I'd like to resurrect it at some point.
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes with some songs because from our side of the stage we don't always know. So some songs we don't always play as much, I guess, because we're unsure. So
it's tricky because so many of our songs are really fast or heavy or both. So whenever we do something slightly mellow and can play them live, it feels for us because we're playing hard and playing something mellow in the middle of that feels like we're somehow putting less effort in and letting the sound. It's a difficult.
The more reflective songs that we keep writing, the more we can maybe spice things up and have a more varied set. But then again, a lot of people don't come for that.
What we need to start doing is playing arenas in the round and doing it, like Beastie Boys did back in the 90s or whatever.
Yes.
They would have, they'd do their
intergalactic.
They'd do their rap set. They'd do their punk set, and then do their jam set, which is I think
that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not into jamming. Certainly not in front of other people either.
There is
a lot of people are, a lot of bands are.
There is a lost session from a few years, well, quite a few years back, where we actually recorded the whole thing jamming. Don't you remember?
Not interested.
I found a hard drive that I thought was dead in it. I found a load of stuff on it.
Not live though. I mean, not in front of an
It
audience.
was in Dunst, our old rehearsal.
Yeah, right.
I think we just decided to try it, and I haven't fully listened to it. Anyway, it's in the archives.
What's the next one?
It's
we,
good.
we, Maximo Park, do solemnly swear to play Hips and Lips at every live show forever. Has anybody ordered a blank check here? I'm getting slightly worried at some of the messages coming in now. We're going to up the pace though. We're going to stay solid in this marathon signing. It's clearly very strenuous stuff, as you can see. Somebody's asking about the auction. We're going to post the link intermittently, so it should be on the chat somewhere. It's on our social media as well. If you've got two windows open or you've got your mobile device, we've definitely posted it on Instagram. I think on stories. And the gold disc auction for Newcastle West End Food Bank is ticking along nicely. We'll close that up at 9 o'clock when we finish here and announce whose bid has won. Let's see. Hi all, can't wait to receive the signed album. Had it signed by my 1-year-old twins who first found you on Band Jam, and I'm now playing them a certain trigger most lunch times. So that's from Paul.
Oh,
Yolanda's Band Jam, our CBBS. For anybody who doesn't have children or doesn't watch CBBS, they're usually in the same crowd. We played Yolanda's Band Jam with Yolanda Brown hosting it in her band, and she's an award-winning saxophonist, and they
Lovely band as well.
Yeah,
great bunch.
Really good. And then we went on, and it's a kind of show where kids can be introduced to music and learn a bit more about, on ours they talked about festivals, and we ended up doing our Velocity but made it about going to the park, Maximo Park, I'd like to think, and made it about being on a roundabout, and it was good fun. And I think a lot of people probably wouldn't do that, but we are what we are, and music should be fun. Our music's serious enough at times and heart on sleeve, so anytime that we can deflate that and just have a laugh, the better. But anyway, so if you've never seen that, get yourself on the iPlayer and Yolanda's Band Jam, Maximo Park, you'll find us doing some, and we do What Equals Love, a kind of shorter edited version, because I don't think kids can sit through more than about 2 minutes of something. What's next? What's our next dedication?
What have we got?
So,
this is for people who've ordered through Resident. All of those people have ordered a blue vinyl.
Blue vinyls.
Looking good.
So this is in a smaller font.
Oh my goodness!
Zoom in.
We've got a big one. Have you seen the top one now? It's a serious one.
Oh, good lord!
This is.
Oh no, that's the one we've already done.
No.
Oh, that one.
So
Oh.
this is
a big question.
Nicole, whatever you might be.
Nicole, maybe we shouldn't. We
Yeah,
shouldn't say.
we'll keep this one.
Should we say?
I hope she's not watching.
Because with this spoiler, we said
It's a big question. It's a question that needs to be popped.
it's one of the biggest.
So
I don't know why. Yeah, look, we don't know. This is the thing. We don't actually know who sent them. We just our
it might actually be Nicole.
yeah.
There's somebody called Nicole who's either asking us to ask a question or somebody is asking Nicole a question.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you
this
know
is
what the
many
question is by now.
possibilities.
pretty cryptic, but not cryptic.
Let's see what else is going on in here. Let's see. Band Jam was fabulous. So great to see the red notebook was there and the influence it had. Yeah. Getting everybody into making notes on there, showing people what you can do. If you take a lot of notes, you can end up singing songs in the end. Let's see, collected my copy of Nature Always Wins this morning and been playing tracks from it on our community radio show on the Isle of Wight, Vectis FM. Love it, and best of luck this week from Kieran Thompson. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Kieran.
Thank you for spreading the word, because this is, you are the people who have made it current, but not necessarily final, #1 at the moment. #1 album in the country that we're signing for you today. And yeah, all the support at different radio stations has been most welcome, and all the kind of positive feedback it's kind of accumulating. I guess that's what's called word of mouth, and we need it because we can't afford to have big adverts. We've got a few big adverts this week, but some of them were too expensive for us.
What do you think we should write for the 1-year-old twins who saw us on Yolanda's Band?
Let's see.
Again, it's carte blanche.
Yeah, let's say. Hope you liked us on Yolanda's Band Jam. Something really complex like this.
It's a shame we don't have their names.
Yeah. If you want to tell us your 1-year-old twins' names, if you want them.
We'll put that to one side. If you're watching and you have asked for a personalised message for your 1-year-old twins who loved us on Yolanda's Band Jam,
tell us the name.
Wait until we might hear from you so we can say something to them.
If not, we could make up the names for you.
Yeah, you may not have named them yet, and you could leave that to us if you like.
I've always thought Derek would be an interesting name, but not my kid, but someone else's.
Someone else's. We had a Derek earlier on.
We did.
From Stonehaven.
Yeah. Maybe
And a George. We've got another George.
a George.
Our second George of the evening.
Have
George.
2 free tickets to the Bexhill show for your dad and yourself. Enjoy.
Oh, this is a nice gift out.
Yeah, tickets to gigs. Fingers crossed for.
That's lovely.
Paul, you write
That's
that one
really
out.
nice. That's really nice. I'd like to. This is the second George I've written today.
2 free tickets. That's cool.
Okay. I'll do the next one.
So we are actually playing a gig very soon, aren't we? But
We are.
in isolation.
At the Riverside.
much.
Yeah.
On Saturday night.
So yeah, if you'd like to join us, we would actually play some of the new album live, so to speak.
We'll try.
Which,
That'll be the first time that we've played
we
it.
might be a bit rusty.
Yeah.
So, but
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Okay.
But it's true. Let's see. For your dad and yourself.
Just throw in that line.
Generation. Spanning the generations, Maximo Park.
My job is done.
Enjoy. There we go. Tom. Oh, Tom's done a typo. This was bound to happen. The pressure of the live signing has got to Tom, and
I'm crumbling.
it's he's not stood up to the test, I'm afraid to say.
I think it's okay.
Oh, Finley and Albie. I'm going to get really close because the writing is tiny here. Finley with an E, and
Oh, the twins.
yeah,
Oh, fantastic.
let's get involved
Finley now.
before it leaves our other screen on
And
our
what was it?
multi-screen.
They're all single vinyls. Which
Okay.
Yes.
Here we go.
So there's
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm in front of the screen. Here we go.
someone's left on that one. Paul, sorry.
Absolutely.
You do that one.
There we go. I'll do my best. There we go.
Right.
Okay.
It is resident. There you go. Must have put the message in the wrong box, says Paul. Too fit, but we've got there. By the power of technology, we're making things happen. I'm quite amazed. Here we go.
Have you done
Finley and
Lucy
Albie.
and the Sofas?
Yes.
Lucy and the
Lucy and the
Sofas.
Sofas with diamonds.
We are that. I'll put we are that band off the telly.
Be wise, Peter. That is the message on this very final.
There we go. Here's our twins. Twins what?
Twins.
There we go.
Double.
Be wise, Peter. I like that.
Finley and Albie.
Are they all double below Peter? Just
There we
one.
go.
I mean, 1 year old. Getting to the
They're going to have to share it. They should have got the double.
one each. Scratch it on the floor.
He says, I thought it would be awesome to give them when they're old enough to appreciate it. There you go.
Well, I hope
Jason
they do.
Lloyd says, you've signed off on Hips and Lips, now I'll hold you to it. So yeah, we've got to play that for eternity.
I was crossing my fingers under the table when I wrote that out.
Good. A lot of love for the red notebook. I found a blank notebook the other day because I was looking for. I wrote a Guardian article, which you can see online, about a place called the Black Path, which came out on Friday, just gone, in the Guardian. Have a look online, and it's this walk through the industrial heart of Teesside from Middlesbrough through to Redcar. And anyway, I was looking for some little zines that I've got about this walk and about the area, South Bank in Middlesbrough. And I found in a box some of my old red notebooks, some of them that were very tattered and torn, being carried around a lot. But I found one that was as fresh as a daisy, and it made me think I need to resurrect the red notebook for our next album or something like that. It's strange seeing them fresh because I would carry them around with me in my bag when we first started out, and then I'd end up carrying them on stage and they'd get torn and put back together. So anyway, there you go. Red notebook is out and about.
The next one requires a little bit of bravery.
Wow. Bravery
To write, Paul and Alex are best friends, full stop. That's all good. Then, is that Polish?
I don't know. I'm
Guess
not
it's
going
either
to even
Polish or
hazard a
Finnish.
guess. I don't want to offend anybody. But it's
Paul and Alex, if you're watching, please tell us, are we writing in Polish or Finnish or some other language? Be good to know.
Swedish.
Swedish,
Could
maybe.
be. I don't know.
You're in the dark.
Paul and Alex, if you're out there, that is to say. Oh, somebody's got your sign print. Mike Hebden, Morpeth Calling. Hello, hello. Great British sitcom reference there. Hello, hello. Love the album, lads, and Duncan's artwork is gorgeous. Signed print is going up here in my little studio this week. Lots of love from the Dear Listener Club, which are people who listen to my Dear Listener radio show on Star and Shadow, which I'm not doing tonight. I need to, in our next break, I need to put the word out because the world is going to be, disappointed otherwise.
Is that a V or a Y? Oh,
It's a Y at the end. V apostrophe Y U. Anyway, the Dear Listener Club, shout out to you. Sorry we're not doing it tonight, but yeah, I do a weekly radio show on a Monday night at 7:30 in Britain, GMT, and I play music and talk about it for a local arts venue called Star and Shadow, which has had to close along with lots of other venues at the moment, and so they still need to pay the mortgage and that kind of thing. So there's a little bit of you can donate if you listen, but you don't have to. If you haven't got any money yourself, you can just listen to it and enjoy it. And I put that out every week on my social media, but you can listen to this website called Mixler. And yeah, I'm on air playing music from my record collection. So hello to the Dear Listener Club. It's nice to have you with us on our chat today. Our live streaming marathon. Here we go.
So that was Paul and Alex from Russia. So hello, Paul and Alex.
I did wonder.
Yeah, so that's Russian. We've just done our first signed album in Russian.
There you go, to Russia via resident in Brighton. There you go.
Smashing. Right.
What we got next?
This one's interesting.
Right. So can you just read it out to me while I write it? Because
Well, this is one of my lyrics, so I'll write it out.
Oh, you got it. Right.
Just for that extra touch. Sometimes you have to give in, but you better not make a habit of it. Name that tune. There we go. Do you know it?
I know.
I do wonder if anybody's listened to me sometimes.
I definitely know the drum bit and what's about that.
Yeah, this is it. I often, when we're practicing in this very room, I sometimes can't remember the lyrics, and I ask other members of the band with sort of mixed results.
It's usually the start of, he struggles with the start of verse 2 on a feature. If we haven't played them for a while, it's always get past that first chorus and he thinks he's finished it, but there's at least another verse to go. I think I might have prompted you
on this
successfully, maybe twice. over the years on stage. I mean,
yeah, I think I've wandered
Sometimes-
wandered over to Tom in the middle of Limassol when it's like a breakdown kind of bit, or it becomes a breakdown, and sort of just go up on the drum riser and go, what is it? What is it? And curse a little bit, because I'm usually hyped up into a state of
The fear.
State
I've
of
seen the
emergency.
fear in those eyes.
the fear that the song will never end because you'll never remember the
this
lyrics.
is it, and we keep playing it, and it does lock in eventually. And or I'll just make up whatever comes into my head, which is slightly embarrassing, but there you are. Sometimes you have to give in, but you better not make out. So we've got any right answers on here?
Some freshies.
It doesn't matter.
Please draw something, anything you like, Duncan.
What do I do in the drawing section?
Well, this can be.
Okay. A freestyle.
They might want it on the front though.
I don't want to ruin that. I feel like it's
Quite a
sacrilege.
drawing.
Yeah,
There's already a good one.
Yeah.
Very good.
We'll sign the front, draw on the back, please.
I'll just do something nice and.
And I think, just as an idea here, just putting it out there, that if you are desperate for Duncan's drawing to be in a frame as well as the signatures, you can just cut it up with.
use a good sharp craft knife, so you don't completely butcher it. And
Thanks, guys.
not me. Like the
Oh no! Don't put
Obviously,
not the drawing.
All
You
right.
know, unless this is the thing, unless it's a double vinyl, in which case you're ready made for the fold out. You see.
But it really is going to be.
You guys can
drawings.
sign this. Here we go. 2, 1 each.
There we go.
There you go. You signed the back.
Sign the back with it.
I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing it.
But hey,
Here we go.
this one's for Jay the German cowboy.
German cowboy. It's kind of like reminds me of Midnight Cowboy.
Tom, you need to do this one as well. Oh, there you go. Dunk's on the back. We're on the front.
Yeah, are you all done?
I'm done.
We're
There
done.
we go.
That's it. Yeah.
So we've got a full house here.
Hey, it's working. It is
There we
working.
go. What's happening?
It's Jay the German cowboy.
He's gone all lowercase there. If I was Jay the German cowboy, I'd want a capital J.
It's up to us. We've got 3 minutes before our next ad break. Again, where you see some of our hilarious spoof ads, and we get to, finish our sandwich. I'm a third of the way through my sandwich tonight. Yes, the
Sandwich
auctions.
update.
Auctions going on. There we go. People have said the hero. Yeah, that was the lyric that I wrote out was from the hero from our last album, Risk to Exist. One of our many returns to form. And yeah, lots of people saying they've got tickets for Saturday. French fan, very good.
Thank you.
What's your thoughts on the resurrection of vinyl? Says Terry. Is this a benefit to the band against streaming? I mean, if you buy one of our records, it's definitely better than streaming it.
I would do both to be safe.
But be safe, yeah. And all those streams add up in our quest to be #1 this week. Hashtag Maximo Park for #1, which was set up last night by Stuart from Mogwai. Thanks, Stuart. But yeah, I mean, we love vinyl. We're record collectors, really.
Yeah.
I think that kind of tactile thing is great. I mean, it's still a kind of drop in the ocean compared to, what people do in terms of digital stuff these days. But it's pleasing. I think having this to me is kind of beautiful, affordable artwork. You can put it in a frame if you want. You can, every time you get it out, it's amazing. To have something beautiful that. Our friend Laura Lancaster did the painting on this, and the paintings that have been singles online as well. And so, yeah, I mean, definitely helps us if you buy it physically, in terms rather than streaming, because streaming, I don't know what we get. It's 0.0000035, and even then, that's kind of shared out in a strange formula that we can't understand. You don't need to know too much more than that. But yeah, we've got 1 minute. 1 minute, everybody.
Just that's all. That's
We're
what
still going. Jay the German cowboy. We've done that. And we've got Jake. We used to talk about girls who play guitars. and we've got hoping for better times. F you, COVID. On that bombshell, yeah, we'll again let the squeak of Sharpies take you into our advertising break.
That's right, folks, it's the big one. For the fanatics, for the completists, for the plain old greedy. The big bundle, including the deluxe audiophile edition gatefold LP with massive fold-out lyric poster, the colored Eco Mix vinyl LP, the cassette, the CD, the bonus Art Apart CD containing 4 exclusive recordings from Paul and Duncan's solo projects, a beautifully printed zine featuring all the artwork used over the course of the album campaign, accompanied by the band's convo with artist Laura Lancaster. And if that's not enough, the big bundle also includes a tasteful Nature Always Wins face mask, all for a whopping £70. Now that's what I call a bundle. That's right, folks, it's the big one. For the fanatics, for the completists, for the plain old greedy. The big bundle, including the deluxe audiophile edition gatefold LP with massive fold-out lyric poster, the colored Eco Mix vinyl LP, the cassette, the CD, the bonus Art Apart CD containing 4 exclusive recordings from Paul and Duncan's solo projects, a beautifully printed zine featuring all the artwork used over the course of the album campaign, accompanied by the band's convo with artist Laura Lancaster. And if that's not enough, the big bundle also includes a tasteful Nature Always Wins face mask, all for a whopping £70. Now that's what I call a bundle.
And that's how you make £1 million. It's so easy.
I wish you told me that before, Doug.
Yeah, well, you know, there's just that one trick, and then you become a millionaire. So it's how cool.
Hello. What are we saying?
Nothing. I'll tell you later.
Yes, well, we're back here in our studio. Well, you're back here. We've always been here. We've just second, third of my sandwich eaten. So I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Put some crisps in there. There's been some debate as to what we were eating. Somebody says chippy tea. One of them will be having a chippy tea. Ooh, I love a chippy tea. Egg and cress sandwiches. But yeah, it's a ham sandwich just with salad as well. Hey guys, this probably sounds daft, but how do you ask and pay for a signed up vinyl? It's not a daft question. It's what we're here for.
It's a really good one.
And if you want to go to Banquet Records, we're still accepting personalised messages. I think the link comes up periodically on the chat there, so you will find out, and we can still personalise things for you.
Until 9.
Until 9 o'clock this evening. And then we will disappear. This is all live, that's why it's
Painfully live.
Yeah, painfully live, coming to you. Yeah, we should have made an advert.
Yeah.
Hope you've been enjoying the spoof adverts so far. We enjoyed making them. We've got an announcement. We're going to keep signing records, but we've got an announcement. Because we are at number 1, temporarily, perhaps permanently, for 1 week only. We'll see. We've decided to put on a couple of extra shows as a thank you to anybody out there who has bought the record and will continue to buy the record. We want to say thank you by playing not just songs from our new record, but we thought as a bit of a laugh, because our highest chart entry was for Our Earthly Pleasures, and people have often said, would you play that album in full? So we decided just today to put on a couple of gigs, one in Leeds with Crash Records and another in Kingston with Banquet Records at Prism, and up in Leeds at the Beckett at the University, the Student Union. And we will play songs from the new album and Our Earthly Pleasures in full, just for a laugh. And this will hopefully keep us at number 1, because it will be part of a bundle where people, if you want to come to that concert, those 2 concerts, you can get the album with your ticket. And we'll see. We're up against some big hitters in the charts, and Alice Cooper is at number 2, and we want to stay there if we can. And we thought this would be a nice way of saying thanks to everybody who's bought it, but also to try and keep us there and sustain our position. So spread the word. We'll put some tickets on sale, I think at 11 tomorrow morning. Again, social media will be your guide. These are on the 7th and 8th of September. Hopefully all of the restrictions will be gone and we will be having a good time together. So yeah, tell your friends, it's happening. We've got helpers who will inform us of anything else that happens that we decide over the course of today. So that's hot off the press.
We would also like to remind anyone who doesn't know, we are auctioning off this little thing.
Looks good.
Doesn't it? This is a gold disc for our earthly pleasures.
No,
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's
the other one. The other one.
The other one that we saw loads of records of before
Yeah.
people stopped buying.
The other one
and
that
streaming
there
it.
is a gold record off. So yeah, we're raising money for the West End Food Bank
That's right.
in Newcastle, and I think the current highest bid is around £605 or thereabouts.
Well, let's see.
Oh,
£715.
Woo!
715. Thank you.
Thanks
to
everyone.
whoever is going for it. Keep going for it if you can.
Please.
We'll be going to a very good place. So
Yeah, no, it's really good. We chose the West End Food Bank because during the pandemic, the poorest people in this country and around the world, but in this country and around here, where we're based in Newcastle, have been the hardest hit during the pandemic for all sorts of different reasons, which you can look up easily enough. But yeah, to do with the kind of work that people who are in poverty have to do, and the 0-hour contracts and all those kind of different things, and people who are having issues with their benefits. And I think I read online somewhere that last April, at the start of the pandemic, people visiting the food banks in this country, it went up by 89% compared to the year before at the same time in April. And just facts and figures like that, it's just amazing to think that at this time when everybody's struggling, that there are people being forced into poverty. And so the West End Food Bank give people packages of food that will last for 3 days with all sorts of different sustaining items in them, and people can contribute to the food bank by just dropping in kind of tins of fruit and vegetables and lots of things that'll last for a start, that they can store up for people who come. And yeah, it's really important to us to try and do something positive, especially since we're here trying to sell lots and lots of things today and get you to part with your money and all that kind of thing, so that we can give you our music. But yeah, this is a good cause, and it's a nice thing to have in your house, and it means a lot to us. So
very rare as well. So
yeah,
for a good cause, and it's there are with very few of these. So if you would like one, it'd be great if you fancy bidding.
Yeah, £715 at the moment. So we'll see if we can keep going higher. Obviously, it's a tough time for a lot of people. So we appreciate anybody who's bidding that much. It's a lot of money, and yeah, it's going well. We'll let you know what's happening by 9 o'clock. In the meantime, we will get some more names and do some more signatures. We don't have the names yet, but let's do some signatures. We can get our pens back out. Let's see. That show sounds blooming amazing. There you go. I think
very restrained.
People are excited already about these couple of shows that we're going to do.
Just sign another one.
Oh, yeah. Just keep signing, then we'll. Yeah. Have we done Alphonse?
Yeah, you have.
We have. Good.
I'm not going to forget that one.
Here we go. Thank you, guys. Please sign and write. What happens if you lose everything? You just start again. I will correct it slightly as well.
And this one
That's
is
that kind of guy I am.
I'll do Jam Man.
Is it a punctuation issue?
It's what happens when you lose everything rather than if you lose everything. So
I thought.
I don't like to be pedantic, but I did write the lyrics, and I'm pretty sure that you want the right ones.
Jam Man. This is Maximo Love coming at you. Peace and love, Mr. Piper. So there you go. This
Smiley face.
Smiley face.
It's funny because you could do any kind of smiley face because you're writing it, not typing it.
You could.
True. Just
Peace and love.
There you go. Example of what we're doing here. In case you can see that, it's happening. It's real. Giving it to Sean. There you go. I'm losing my voice now. How many hours are we in here?
Have we all signed up?
Are we halfway through?
We're getting there. We've got
Jammer.
Oh, we've got Jammer. We've done Jammer. We've got Mihai and Christia. So it's just two.
But yeah, Christiana. It's two.
Yeah.
Double Christ.
And Mihai.
Give that to you, Sean.
Hope you're all doing well. And yeah, we're number one just at the moment. So,
Just so you know.
Who knows? Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we've just found out that we're number one. In case you've just tuned in, we're going to keep banging on about that because we'd like to stay there. It would be a first for us. What else are we seeing? What's going on here? There you go. Your A Certain Triggerful album shows were amazing. That's Katerina's
Personal opinion.
Yeah, that's her emphasis.
Oh, well, we're just about to sign a record for Katerina.
Who buys books she never reads? I wonder if it's the same
This
one.
could be
Got to
this could be fake right here,
That's weird.
or
That's
coincidence, or just one of those.
Or
things.
just there's not many records to sign, not many people watching. But I'm sure that's not true. There you go. But yes, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I think people will enjoy it, and that's the most important thing, I guess. But yes, keep buying the records. It seems to be working. We're beating the system because I think bands like ourselves are probably it's probably harder for us to get to number one, I would say, than bands with lots of money behind them and big record labels and all that kind of thing. So it would be nice to follow in the footsteps of Mogwai and, somehow gate crash the charts, as I always say each time. Here we go. Yeah, is it £15 for a ticket and a CD? Is that correct? We don't. Jazz, is it? What are our retail options? We'll get back to you on that. Any plans to reissue A Certain Trigger? We repressed it and remastered it rather than reissued it. There were no extra things when it was 10 years old, and I guess that's 6 years ago now. It doesn't feel like 6 years ago when we did our 10th anniversary shows. When we
Getting on the 10th anniversary, Well, we'll have to do something else for that. I don't know what we'll do.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see. Another album. I don't know.
Just a record. Probably
Yeah.
the best thing for it.
I'd like to do that. Hi, Isabel says, "Hi guys, so glad you're back. I wish I could see you again in Paris." Curtis says it's £15 for a CD and a ticket.
Nice, Curtis.
That might be for one of the other shows as well that we're doing. Let's see, what else are people saying? I'm just hoping they remember Burnout Revenge because that's how I got into them. It says Area 51 Hot Cocoa. Do you know what Burnout Revenge is?
Is it again?
I assume it's a computer game.
It's interesting. We've had a lot of people from the States discover us through the gaming side of things. We hear these kind of game names, so any which way is good for us. So thanks for listening.
Paul Webber says, "Hi from Cornwall. Discovered you when I got into the Top of the Pop studio when Oasis were recording 3 songs. You blew me away. I've been a huge fan ever since. Was that your first appearance on Top of the Pops?" It might have been, actually. I think it probably was. Because I remember meeting Liam Gallagher in the toilet, which I tend not to meet anybody in the toilet, never mind Liam Gallagher, famous people. But he said, "You've got some toilet paper stuck to your shoe there, mate. You're that guy, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah, you're that guy. Thanks." And that was about some of it. But it was, again, slightly entertaining.
So you're standing in the green room. I think we crossed paths, and there's this strange little purple lit room, and we crossed paths, and the whole of our band and the whole of their band passed each other, and we kind of went, "All right," and they went, "All right," and then went our separate ways. But it was a smooth transition, but a little bit strange for us because we were just the young pups,
By the way, the prices for this gig that we have just announced and are literally kind of learning exactly what we're going to do and what it is. The prices for an LP and ticket from Banquet is £25. From Crash in Leeds, LP and a ticket is
£27.99, and CD and ticket from Banquet is £15, and CD and ticket from Leeds Crash Records is £17.
So you get to go to the gig and you get an album.
Tom's got it. You get to go to the gig and you get an album, and if you've already got it, you can pass it on to your pals and spread the love and that kind of thing.
We've been asked to do something creative here, Paul, so I'm going to pass this to you.
Right.
Because it needs to be poetic.
Something poetic. Signatures. Two separate things. Okay, something poetic. I'm trying to think if I...
Live poetry. This is almost
pressure.
too much.
This is not going to work. This is not how it works. This is not how I work.
Luke and Carla, but I was going to try. Just give me.
Dear Luke, I'll put Dear Luke and Carla, and then that's a start.
That's fine.
This is how. Yeah.
3 seconds.
This is how I like to write. I
You
just
could be
buy
taking
time.
it too far, but no, sorry. Just
Oh yeah, the limerick would be most impressive.
Dear Luke and Carla. Life is not a competition, but nature still always wins. You know, that kind of stuff.
there you go.
You know, that kind
There
of
you go.
Don't know.
Okay.
I'm not going to write
That's
that.
work.
I'm not going to write that. Obviously, the sort of
There's
somebody should
really
put
profound
something
earlier
on
on.
it.
Well,
Well,
that was
how profound it was is open to question. But,
No.
I'm trying to think of a line of poetry or something like that. But I'm struggling really, aren't I?
You could always wait until inspiration hits. We could put it there, and then when it hits, you can throw
We
it
could
down.
put it out to the watchers and listeners.
I don't think that's wise.
Okay.
I'll write. Maybe I'll just write one of our lyrics off the album and just take a real stab at it, because our lyrics are often noted as poetic.
You could carry on the line. Makes itself known.
Yeah, there we go. Duncan Lloyd's in the house, coming up with ideas on a live stream just for you.
Just brainstorming away. Here we go, Maximo Park. All right.
Oh, next one.
What have we got next? We've got.
It's another complete the line.
But
but
we
they've
can
done it
beat the
for
virus. Nature always wins, but we can beat the virus.
I'm going to try and do it in the
Alright.
same font.
Some good work going on here, and I'm just making sure it's all
You
good
can,
quality for everyone. Yeah.
you can do a scribble on that
There
side.
we go.
There we go. We can.
Quality control. That's what goes on.
There we go. I'll put an umlaut on that over my eye, even though
Good
that's,
stuff.
that's not true.
This keyboard here is on the album. This is a Juno, and it was played. Ben Allen came down and hung out in Newcastle. This Ben Allen was our producer. He came and hung out with us for a bit, and we ate lots of donuts from Proven Goods.
Yeah, he had a stotty for the first time. in his
Yeah, he
life.
tried a stotty. If you don't know what a stotty is, it's like almost like a bread cake. It's like a big bread,
It's a flat bap,
flat bat.
It's round. It's usually about 10 inches.
floury.
Yeah, and you can put whatever you want in it.
Yep.
Whatever you like, and it's pretty tasty. And from this region. All right, there's another one. We can beat the
The
virus.
full breakfast stotty is the classic, really. It's the
Yeah.
the big one. If you're
Breakfast
gonna-
stotty is a
if you're
good
gonna
one. It's a good one.
go for Proper stotty.
After a night out of breakfast stotty. Love from Teesside, says Adam Din, a fellow Teessider, just like me. Just bought our Earthly Pleasures in a Certain Trigger on CD. Obsessed with these albums. I hope he's bought the new album, Adam. Hope that's on your shopping list as well before
I
Friday.
hope he hasn't, but he will do now.
Yeah, I think that's
Because
we're here to encourage that kind of behaviour. Yes, there you go. That was a computer game that we were in that we don't even know.
I was going to say. Apply some pressure. Jeremy spoke in class today. No, okay.
There we go.
it's
We
just
are-
a list of songs.
Yeah. That
Very
was
short
good.
list.
Little Pearl Jam reference there from. We're very quiet.
Derek from Stonehaven's on here on the chat. We loved when we came down from
Derek.
Stonehaven, northeast of Scotland, for one of the Newcastle gigs, and also got into the Pop Rex in-store. Pop Rex in Sunderland, who are rebuilding their building, I believe. good people doing good things for the people of Sunderland.
Yeah, get yourself down there when it's all back to normal.
That's right. Brilliant. Community record shop, coffee shop, all sorts of different things. Very good. What else? Here we go. Mike Hepburn says number 1 would be a bit special. That's, yeah, I think that sums it up. Unfortunately, I live on the wrong side of the planet, says Alan, and haven't been able to see you all since you played in San Francisco in 2012. Will any of your upcoming shows be live streamed? Saturday, there's a live stream coming from Newcastle, from the Riverside venue, and it's, yeah, you can get it on our website. It's one of the many bundles that are available selling this record, and you can get access, and we'll be playing as live as it's going to get for the near future anyway. Hopefully you'll get hold of that, Alan. Let's see. Paul, is there any lyric you get wrong on stage regularly? Limassol, for some reason I get the verses mixed up in Limassol, and I don't really know why. There you go, it was a 2005 racing game. There you go. Apply some pressure on a 2005 racing game, just in case you.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, Adam from Teesside is also earlier on in the chat says my dad recently got me into you, starting off with Our Velocity. From Thornaby, there you go. I failed my driving test 4 times in Thornaby, so I'm getting really bad flashbacks now from the test centre there. I gave up. I was 17 and I wasn't very confident and didn't do the right things. Sometimes I thought I did, but I got failed on a technicality. Apparently they have to fail a certain amount of people percentage-wise each day. That's what I was told. I managed to pass it when my daughter was born up here in Newcastle, first time back in the saddle, and so I can actually drive now. But yeah, Thornaby, bad flashbacks. My good friend Neil lives in Thornaby, so it's balanced out the bad memories of Thornaby now. Somebody says Middlesbrough Man needs dusting off. Love that cover. That was our cover of Edinburgh Man by The Fall, one of our favourite collective bands collectively. And what have we got here? Neil with an E.
Yes, there was.
We did a version of
Neil with E.
We did a version of Middlesbrough Man.
Oh yes.
In this room.
Yeah. The Fall was.
Yeah. There you go. What else is going on? Is there a secret to your amazing mid-air jump splits? There's some very impressive action shots.
Practice.
Just supple, just natural subtlety. I had a Michael Jordan poster on my wall when I was a teenager, early teens. I like to stay in shape so that I can play the shows to the best of my ability. What else is going on?
JP's big fan, turns out.
Somebody says that the best stotty is ham and peas pudding.
That's very, very
fair enough. Fair enough.
Any chance of adding an Our Earthly Pleasures show in Newcastle? Probably not. We found it's very hard to get available venues in this day and age because everybody's trying to reschedule shows,
especially at short notice.
Yes, and we've just decided to do it today. So, if these sell out immediately tomorrow, who knows? There might be a room to do it, but to try and organise a gig at such short notice is quite difficult. So, those were the ones that, for the north and the south, that we could get is the answer really, and it's a bit tricky.
We would love to do it. It's we just have to see what's possible.
Is Our Velocity about Lost, the TV show? No. No, Nicholas, it is not. Where can we learn more about the meaning behind your songs?
At a gig?
Yeah.
Inside the record.
Yeah, I usually talk for about 5 minutes before the start of each song, so that definitely gives you a bit more of an insight. But yes, if there's one that's from Stuart Wood. Stuart, if there's one song that you want to know the meaning of, I'll see what it is before I commit to anything. But send it through now, and if it appears on the chat amongst this flow of of words, I'll try and give you some sort of little nugget about it, whatever it might be. Let's see. Here we go. Here's this. It's a really positive message here to Jamie. Here's to a better life and seeing our friends again. Let's get you, which is nice. Nice thought. Everybody misses going to gigs, that's for sure. There you go, Sean. Another one for you there. We're what are we? There's a. I was going to say we're sucking on diesel because Line of Duty's back. Anybody out there watch Line of Duty? This is the part of the stream where it just gets really sort of scraping the barrel. But anyway, I am excited about Line of Duty. We've got 5 minutes before we get back to advert break time and a little break from us talking at you. But anyway, in Line of Diesel, the chief goes, "We're shotting on diesel now, boys," and that kind of thing. And it's become a thing in our house. Anyway, yeah.
And by that, does he mean we're scraping the
We're
barrel?
cooking on gas.
Oh, we're cooking the barrel.
But I'm just scraping the barrel with what I'm actually saying to people. You know, a lot of people might have had some sort of respect for us as songwriters before this stream started, and
It's over. It's all over now.
you know, they might have thought this
Yeah.
was
We're crossing a line here. We didn't know we would.
That's
but,
right.
you know,
I'd like to think we've kept it clean though. That's good. That's a good thing.
absolutely.
Paul, your solo gig in Frankfurt was one of the last ones I went to before COVID, and it was one of the most wonderful and relaxed ones I've ever been to. Lots of great memories, no photos or videos, sadly. Well, that's very nice to know. Tom drummed on my last solo tour, which was really nice to have him along. Duncan didn't play the guitar because I play the guitar, and
I didn't drum either, which is probably glad
and I already had a bass player. So, but yes, thanks for mentioning that. It's always nice to visit Frankfurt. You know, we turned up there and we struggled to find parking. Tom was also driving the van. I remember going round and round, but we went to the art museum in Frankfurt that day, and it was a very pleasant day, and the show was really nice. Just as you say, relaxed. I think was that the first one that we did.
It was the second.
Second.
Cologne was first.
Right. Yeah.
As driver, I remember the itinerary.
Yes. No, I remember going down the steps. It was down in the basement in that kind of fairly grotty, classic, pubby kind of venue in Cologne, which was a good gig. Enjoyed it. If you can't wait for Line of Duty, get on Forensics, the real CSI on BBC Two. It's insane, says Paul. Will do. Do you plan to ever do any gigs again in New York City? We plan to, but again, it's a little bit. It's a little bit heavy.
Hope to.
Yeah, it's a little bit heavy at the moment. But are we? How far away are we from our advert break? 3 minutes. That's all right. Any chance of a show in Antarctica? Doubtful.
That would be good.
Are there any venues?
Yes, we played Leeds Beckett with Luke's final show with the band, and so we know that it's a great venue. That's again something else to look forward to, doing special gigs at Leeds Beckett. As I say, these special shows that we just announced at 7 o'clock will go on sale tomorrow at 11, and you can buy bundles from Banquet and in London and Crash in Leeds. What else have we got here? Is the central tableau, I like it, at the open window and questing not coasting, a real event? One of my favourite images in your song is sublime. That's from Catherine Cicero, and yes, it is. It was a real event in somewhere in London. I won't go into the details, but it was true. There's a lot of true stories in Maximo Park songs. I'm not very good at imagining things, although I try and make the songs more interesting to everybody. Of course, yes, that is a true story, that one. What else have we got? The man, Stuart Wood, who wanted to know something about our songs. I'd love to know more about Parisian Skies and the name of the girl, Rebecca. You already know the name, so it's okay. But that's the only name in one of our songs up until Lydia the Ink Will Never Dry, when we had another name. And Parisian Skies what's it about? Well, it's about living for the moment, and well, we'll have to play it at these shows coming up, so I better remember. But it is, yeah. I remember writing that line. All we have is now on the arc of your brow, on a Paris metro. So there you go. That's some insight to that one. But yes, well, we've got about 30 seconds left before we head into the next break. And the next break is going to go direct to the auction page, and we're going to see what bids have come in so far. And you can get our gold disc on hand just to show you let's have a look at what you could have won. So yeah, could still win this. You could still win it if you outbid everybody else. So dig deep, and again we'll go into this with the sound of Sharpies on cardboard squeaking away. Hello. We're back. I think at a number of other points during this live streamed mega marathon signing, there's been a few audio issues. So again, if it's just our mouths working without any sound coming out, just let us know. But
telepathically.
yeah, Duncan, just get on the chat. Duncan is currently occupied, and here he is now. But we've just filmed a little video actually, just to tell people about our gigs that are happening, and the kind of excitement of being number one and all that kind of stuff. We've just filmed the video for social media. We haven't actually had a real break, so I hope you appreciate that out there in cyberspace. Beautiful sound. It's apparently we're live and very clear. Let's see. I'm currently blubbing at partly of my making and carrying on into versions of you. Pint of tea needed, says Mel Sully. Well, it is a very emotional one, the new record. Should we start personalising some of these? I think we've all signed them. So I'm doing John's. Tom's doing John.
I'll do Lauren Loves the Park.
Lauren Loves the Park. Thanks, Lauren. We like that. Absolutely no problem with that. I was wondering about the print by Duncan, says Alex Hardy. Is it a digital print, screen print, or something else?
Well, it's a little bit of mixture of doing it on the computer and also a little bit of drawing. So I kind of sometimes like mixing the two. So it's put together like that. A little bit of a concept to it. And I don't know if you've ever seen Brian Eno's Before and After Science. You get these little postcards with it. Well, I think it's a special edition, and it's sort of 2D, just really kind of flat, quite cool looking photographs. And I thought that'd be quite a nice idea to do a similar concept just to go along with this. So yeah, partly done on the computer and a little bit line drawing. So.
And it's been digitally printed. It's not screen. It's not screen.
Yeah, it's digitally printed. Yeah.
Somebody is asking about how they can get one of these LPs. Well, Banquet is still taking orders until 9, and we'll stay here after the stream ends if we have to sign all the records. So do keep getting in touch and buying stuff from Banquet, and then you can get a personalised message from us. Banquet Records in Kingston. The link's probably there somewhere on the chat here. We've got people every now and then popping that in there. And yeah, if you're interested in the tickets, album bundles, they'll go on sale tomorrow at 11 for some fun gigs that we'll do to celebrate by playing songs off this record and our earthly pleasures, just for a laugh. Let's see. Missing gigs so much, but seeing you last September at the Unity Arena was amazing. Some light amongst the darkness, I assume. Darkness isn't there. But yeah, that gives us an opportunity to talk about that gig. What was that gig like for you, Tom, when we played outside?
Sorry, I've lost the thread because I'm really concentrating on this because it's a bit of a curveball.
I see.
We're not allowed to sign with our own names. You've got to sign the same name.
Patrick Wolf.
Someone else's name.
Yeah, Patrick Wolf, the artist and performer. So each band member to sign Patrick Wolf once.
Just once.
I feel like I'm in some sort of performance art conceptual thing going on here. So somebody needs to sign it because we've all got to do Patrick Wolf.
Yeah, so that's Seb Forbes. So it's 2 Seb Forbes from 3 Patrick Wolves.
Yeah, but we've only got 2.
Oh, okay.
So what were you saying just before?
I was just saying, talking about that outside gig that we did, the socially distanced gig.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody was saying how much they enjoyed it and how much it was. Yeah, that was a weird one, but great. Just because everybody was so happy to be part of it, you know, and it was great for everybody to be working again. I saw some sniffy comments online going, "Oh, it's no good, this kind of thing. It's soulless and stuff," which isn't necessarily true, really, considering what we're doing. No, but and this is the thing. Afterwards, I saw nothing of that sort. But yeah, I think it was good again to get the live music industry, just getting people very employed. It's a crew that we hadn't seen for months who've got other things that they have to do now. Doing the thing that they love and that they usually get paid for. All those kind of practical things. But yeah,
It was just a reminder how much fun it is.
absolutely.
And also how much hard work it is. I was pretty knackered after this first song.
Yeah,
But,
you've got to be
you know,
match fit. You've got to be match fit to do a Maximo Park gig.
Yeah.
I have to say.
But it's the only time we'll have ever been able to say with some confidence that we were the only gig in town.
Yeah.
Possibly in the whole country. I mean, it was like
I think so.
no other event was occurring anywhere else at that point, and certainly in the UK. So that was a strange feeling. A good one.
Strange.
Not one we hope to have too often, obviously.
Come to Istanbul, says Aaron. We have, and we've enjoyed it. That's for sure. We hope to be back at some point. Yes, there was a shooting star, as Curtis reminds us. There was a shooting star during the middle of our only gig in the last year.
It was on YouTube for a couple of minutes.
And it was the
Sean
first.
took it down.
Yeah, and it was the first time that anybody had heard "Why Must the Building Burn," which is one of the songs.
Which is
on
when
the record.
when the shooting star was.
So yeah, it was,
Good omens.
Yeah. Let's see what else is. So Alex, who was inquiring about your print, said, "I'm going to get one. Thank you." And was just wondering
Alex.
about it. I will check out Brian Eno's artwork.
Yeah.
It is really nice stuff.
What's it on before and after science?
Before that, he commissioned an artist to do 4 prints, I think it is.
Yeah, the sort of almost
inside.
postcard kind of size. Yeah, I think it's like maybe a limited edition, but if you look online, you'll probably be able to see what they look like.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
That's for
Phil
Pippa.
Collins plays drums on it.
Phil Collins, yeah. Holly and Pippa there.
Let's see. Alexei says, "Guys, everybody, cheers from Moscow." With a little drink, a little red wine and water.
Are these the guys we signed a record for?
Potentially.
Hi guys.
He says,
Hello, see you.
He says, "Wink if need any Russian literature." If we need any Russian literature, Alexei's on hand.
Good.
Good to see.
Good to know.
There you go. What else
We
is
went to
happening?
Russia once.
We've
Twice.
been twice, yes.
But
Once
one was a gig
indoors,
on
one
festival.
outdoors. We
Yeah.
played with Art Brute, I think, on the first one.
Yeah, and
A
they
good bunch of people. That's
customized the lyrics to one of their songs. Vino with Eno,
Oh yeah.
Hennessy with Jay-Z, and it was Theakston Dark with Maximo Park. Wasn't quite
Brilliant. Yeah, that's
in the same ballpark.
Very good, very good.
Andy, Joe, and Django. We just had
Yeah,
signed a CD for you.
just even see you in a bar called Tokyo for martinis. I think I might know that.
There you go.
Ah,
Yeah. Drinking martinis, that's one of my favourite old ones that I'd forgotten about a little bit, and yeah, I'd love to play that one again at some point. It's a good one.
definitely a family member of Virgins of You and the Undercurrents.
I think you're right.
They're definitely relations.
That's true enough. Yes, so if you've just tuned in, we're doing a live signing, but there's also an auction going on for a gold disc of A Certain Trigger, our first album, and yeah, you can still get personalised messages if you go on the Banquet website. We're signing for all the other record shops that are involved, like Resident and Piccadilly, Rough Trade and Crash Records. But yes, we're still receiving instructions from the ether via Banquet Records if you want to get one of these signed, and they'll look something like that. Very
Or
good.
like this.
Yeah,
More space for messages on these ones.
That's
right. Just saying.
yeah. Compact. Very compact.
You know,
These discs.
nothing wrong with the CD either. We can do the messages on the inner sleeve, on the inside page.
We can.
Or page
We can.
2.
Messages inside in case you get it through the post and you look at it and you go, they haven't done my message, and you just chuck it in the bin in disgust. It's on the inside. Don't worry.
Oh, We're on to vinyl now anyway.
Fantastic. Onto vinyl, back onto vinyl.
Last one on the CD. That's
More
to
room.
Gerard.
More room.
Keep the cosmic trigger happy. Lots of love, Maximo Park.
That's Super Furry Animals reference, I believe.
Good.
Good track.
Proved.
Lauren says that she panicked.
By Maximo.
Lauren says she panicked when it came to the personalised messages. Too many beautiful lyrics that mean a lot to choose from. Very nice to see. So maybe next time we'll think of one that's the best for you. Yeah. Can't get enough of Leave This Island at the moment. It's on repeat in the car. Gets me to work and back each day, which is nice to know. Somebody said somebody the other day said you've got to play that one, just like the Hips and Lips request we had earlier on. You've got to say that you'll play it on every concert for the rest of your lifespan.
You say most, just in case.
Yeah, can't promise that.
Mix it up a bit.
You just let us know when it's a gig that you're going to, and that'll vastly increase the chances of us playing.
Connor says, would you tell my mate Josh that A Certain Trigger is one of the best albums ever made? He needs to learn. With a little lol there. Loving Nature Always Wins. As soon as it came out, I've had it on repeat every day since. So, Josh, A Certain Trigger is clearly one of the best albums ever made, and Nature Always Wins is right up there. Partly of my making such a great song, great start to a great album, says Mark. Sounded fantastic. Full blast in my bathroom just now. Good to know. Again, good. Every room in the house, we want to dominate with our music. Let's see.
Full house domination or flat or other.
Yeah. Other boards are available. We're running out. We're down.
Let's talk about the boats.
We're scraping the barrel now.
I'll let Paul do this one because it's a very, very up-to-date lyrical reference. Ahead of the game.
Let's see.
Order 37110.
Wow, there you go. Some words.
Francesca.
Meeting up. The song Meeting Up. Let's see. To Francesca with love. Words unwritten, sung in silence. Defiance defines you. Somebody's got a keen ear. That's really. Or you've probably got it already, and this is the second copy or whatever. You already looked at the lyrics. Let's see. I'll find those lyrics on the sleeve. There we go. And sign on here. Let's see.
Mike, Michelle says she hasn't forgotten you promised to learn books on boxes.
There we go. Do a little bit of extra there. Bit of extra. And here we go. I do like it when people quote the lyrics. Vain man that I am. It's nice to know that people are listening closely, because this album hasn't even been out 3 days or whatever, 3 or 4 days, and people are quoting lyrics from album tracks. It's really heartening, I have to say, and it's actually one of my favourite lyrics on the record, I think. There we go.
Trio of alliterations. It's a good one.
Here we go. To Francesca.
We like on this next one.
Free. Got a free ride on that one. Is everybody still there out there? We're still going. Indefatigable. What's everybody reading at the moment? There you go. I'm trying to read The Spy Who Came In From the Cold, the John le Carré novel. I'm kind of halfway through that, but this week's been a bit of a whirlwind, so I've not managed to read much of that. Although I can't sleep very well at night because I'm so excited about the band. I also have loads of social media stuff floating around my head because we're doing lots of that. But I did manage to read another few pages of that last night. It's very gripping, as you might expect from a spy classic from 1963 or whatever. But I saw it in a local charity shop and thought, hey, I've never read that. And then he died a couple of weeks after, sadly. But that's what I'm reading. Oh, hang on a minute.
Technical error. We may have signed some singles instead of some doubles. Sorry.
It's just is that Ronan? It's Ronan ordered a double.
Ronan. Can we have Ronan's back, please? We'll get it right. Don't worry.
It's been a clerical error. Right in the middle of it, all this talk about books, all this talk about literature has thrown the lads. There we go. This one's complete. This is Ronan's. We've got Ronan's.
Oh, Ronan's good.
So we've got Ronan here.
Yeah, but
Which is single.
So it's single. Okay, so we're going to do a double for Ronan.
Double for Ronan.
Can we change this? Are there any Ronans watching? Is Ronan Keating out there? Or is he still doing sea shanties on TikTok with Gary Barlow? I don't know.
When you say nothing.
You could. Anyway.
Can't do Ronan.
Sea shanty.
Ronan, if you're watching, there's a single vinyl.
This is for
literally
you.
with your name.
This is for you, Ronan Keating, reaching out to former Boyzone members. You know, if Shane's watching, or you know, the other guys.
Scrap copy there, lads.
There's a perfect gift.
There it is.
Maybe his birthday's coming
For
up.
the Ronan in your life.
But more importantly, Ronan, the Maximo Park fan, we will not let you down.
That's
This
right.
is a double.
Ronan, the real Ronan.
And this is for you. Forget that one.
The real
This is
Ronan's
the real-
got a chunky double coming up.
Yeah, this is for the real dude.
There you go. 20 quid down the drain.
But Ronan Keating, if you're watching,
Yeah.
This is it. This is our chance to go viral, and we should be TikToking this. We'll speak to our management. We should be TikToking all of this. Get Ronan involved. Get Ronan and Gary involved. Yeah, I saw them doing a sea shanty, harmonising in their own houses. There you go. Very tight harmonies, as you'd expect from all the boy band members.
Rose as well. The band can write whenever they like.
Oh, thanks, Rose. We've got free reign.
Free reign.
That's very nice. Let's check back in with the chat. Somebody said our Milan gig, they were front row in 2014, one of the best concerts ever. I'm glad you said that. Thank you.
That was the last time we were in it.
Yeah, it's a shame. It doesn't fit into our schedule a lot of the time now, which is sad. It'll be even worse after Brexit for us, unfortunately. Never mind. Curtis says, I'm reading Ready Player 2. Haha. Helen says, we are still here. Mel says she's just starting The Push by Ashley Audran, or Audran, if it's French, probably not. How to Be Right in a World Gone Wrong, says Sam Bainbridge, linguistically brilliantly interesting. Someone else says, I'm reading It Didn't Start With You by Mark Walling. Wake Me When I Fall says, loving the new album, can't wait to hear these songs live. I am reading Johnny Marr's autobiography, Set the Boy Free, at the moment. Really good read. P.S. Gosforth Park gig was awesome. Thank you. Somebody's reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Tim Key's new book, He Used Thought as a Wife, and Andrew O'Hagan's Mayflies are both brilliant. That's from Paul Webber. I've read Andrew O'Hagan's Mayflies, and I did a radio show on it actually, which you can listen back to. All indie pop themed, because in the book the characters go off and they go to Manchester to see the Smiths and all sorts of other great bands, and it's kind of loosely based. No, maybe not that loose. It's kind of based on the author's life, and it's absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend that. What are you reading? Anybody else reading a book at the moment here?
Yeah.
Yes. Never ask a yes or no question. That's what interviewers get told.
I'm reading Detroit 67 by Stuart Cosgrove. It's a non-fiction of the year that's changed soul. It's part. He's done 3. That's the first. 68 is the one about Memphis. I read that one first, and that was really good.
Do you need to do this, Tom?
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. We've got to write a lyric thing on this, which I thought I'd leave to you for.
Okay, that's fine.
And then there's 169 Harlem. That's the one I haven't read yet. That's next. I got 2 of them for Christmas, so I'm getting through them. They're really interesting music history books that sort of tell the story of a year, one month, one chapter in 3 different cities, and it's all about the civil rights movement and how it affected music and how music affected it, and very, very interesting, highly recommended.
Good. Are you reading anything at the moment, Duncan? You don't have to be. Don't have to be.
Yeah, no.
We've got busy lives at the moment. Homeschooling.
I've got a big book for Christmas. It was it's Allen Ginsberg, but it's a big book of his diaries and his travels across America. And it's kind of unpublished poetry, so it's more of his writings and music. Some of the first drafts of his poetry, and my mum's old books of Keats. So I've been reading poetry stuff, and there's a program on BBC Sounds about the life of Keats.
Is it 200 years since his
think it
death
might,
or birth?
it might be. I'm not sure. It could be a celebratory thing.
Yeah, it's an anniversary.
Yeah, so it's 2 episodes. I don't know if that's all of them, but yeah, it's quite interesting. Listen to that, and also another good thing I've been listening to, not a book, but related to the podcasting, is Don Letts does a really good podcast on King Tubby. Recommend that if you fancy it. Good listen.
There we go. We've got greetings from Berlin, from all men. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to have Berlin in the house in our live stream. By the way, you can still order personalised vinyl from Banquet Records, and we will do this kind of thing to it, to our new album, Nature Always Wins. #1 at the moment. Let's hope it is by the end of the week, but it's kind of out of our control. It's in your control. Spread the word, and buy more records. But yeah, no, it's that. I will say it periodically. Thank you very much for buying it. Loads and loads of people have obviously already pre-ordered it and stuff, which is why it's at #1. And yeah, hopefully people will hear about it and it can stay there. We've not been in this position before, so
yeah, it's a pretty unique week for us, and just the response has been really great. I think just thanks everyone who's bought it and given us these lovely replies and responses.
Yeah, no, I keep hearing it. I heard it. I went to a bakery today. My daughter. I went to it because I'm extremely unfit at the moment, because we're not playing any gigs. I decided to run, but to the bakery to get loads of stuff to balance out the effect of running. And I told my daughter that I would bring back some hot cross buns. The queue at the bakery was round the block, so I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stay limber, and so I turned back, and she burst into tears when I said that I didn't have any hot cross buns. So I drove to a bakery, another one, which in the end was actually closed as well. But we just went to a supermarket and got some pre-made ones in the end. Yeah. It got to that point. But on the way there, I think it was Marianne Hobbs played All of Me from our new record on 6 Music, and it was blasting out of the car. And yeah, it's just great that, when you've got a record out, you hear it and you hear people have listened to it. And I bought the newspaper yesterday, and there was a good review in it of the record. And so it's when we're apart from people and we can't go out and do in-stores and see other people, and I usually go and see it in the shops and get excited about seeing it in the racks amongst other people's records that you love and the records that you've got and new stuff that you don't even know about. And not being able to do that this time was a bit sad, really. So all these other things, like doing this daft stream, it's all kind of connecting us to you. And so thanks for tuning in, and thanks for asking for records to be scribbled over. We've got 5 minutes more on this particular segment of the live stream. You can still bid for our gold disc, with proceeds going to Newcastle West End Food Bank. And yeah, keep the requests coming in, and we'll keep signing stuff. get onto Banquet Records before 9 o'clock tonight, British time, and yeah, we'll get them and we'll put them in a box and get them off to you as soon as we can. Let's see if there's another question that we can answer before we go to our next break. Can this stream be archived? I'd love to listen back to it.
You've got to be.
You might be the only one, Stuart.
Delete.
But you know, I think maybe somebody's recording it and we can cut a few little bits out and put it on Maximo TV or whatever that we've been doing little things on our own little pretend MTV, Maximo TV. Yeah, we'll see. Somebody wants me to do an audio book of maybe mayflies, which we were talking about. Yes, there you go, Mike Hebden. I'm reading Mayflies now, thanks to Paul. But yeah, it's a beautiful book. I would recommend it. Thanks for sharing all of your other suggestions, by the way. Mark Cooper is reading his namesake John Cooper Clarke's autobiography, and slow reader Joy's still here. She's not given up on this stream of consciousness yet. Any new music you're looking forward to? Personally, really looking forward to the new Do Nothing EP, Glueland, next Friday. Now, that's from Tom Davison. I hope he's not in Glueland or he's in Do Nothing and he's just advertising on our stream. Loads, yeah. I mean, there's a new record out by us this week, which is the kind of be all and end all, I think, in new releases. But I don't think there's anything else out.
We'll let you know next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because we haven't really thought beyond this week for some time in our lives. I'm not really aware of anything coming out, but I'm sure there will be.
I'm getting a few things for my birthday. My mum asked me what I was wanting for my birthday, and so I've ordered a couple of records which are already out. But in terms of new stuff, I really like the new Black Country New Road album. I think they're really good, and they're kind of all over the place, and they, everybody knows about them if you listen to Six Music or whatever. But I think a lot of bands are kind of hyped up, and it maybe kind of misses the mark, but they're really interesting. They remind me of a lot of stuff that I used to listen to, as well as feeling very new. This kind of post-rock territory that they're going into, which again is kind of, I guess, it's a lot of instrumental rock and this kind of spoken word stuff over the top of it. And it's kind of funny as well. It's just like the singer is very knowing, but also kind of self-lacerating at the same time. And yeah, it just reminds me of a lot of different things that I love already. And they're kind of unusual band, really. Let's see, what else have we got?
Happy birthday, Joe.
Whoa, 1st of March is Joe's birthday.
We've just signed your record.
There you go.
Have a good one.
Happy
Happy birthday, Joe. 1st of March.
That was really showbiz.
It was.
CDs.
Other people also agree that they would want to listen to this again. Will you ever consider releasing? How long have we got left? I should say before we start. 2 minutes.
Is this a 2-minute anecdote?
No. It could be quite long, but we'll keep it brief. Will you ever consider releasing a recording of your soundtrack to The Man Who Laughs, please? Cheers. Love the new album from Justin Ramsden. Thank you, Justin.
No one has ever asked us that before, but now they have.
Maybe. We'll do it. We do. I mean, yeah, we have.
We've still got the recordings.
Yes.
They're unmixed, but we could mix them.
Yeah,
maybe.
we've definitely got one night. I think we have both nights somewhere, but I remember seeing.
For those who don't know, by the way, we did a soundtrack to a silent film called The Man Who Laughs at the Star and Shadow, aforementioned in this stream. And yeah, we made up whatever it was, an hour and a half's new music, and played along live to it in the Star and Shadow cinema in their old venue. They've now moved to Warwick Street in Newcastle. But yeah, one of these days that will see the light of day, if we ever get time to do it properly, because we were proud of it. It's another thing that we enjoyed doing, even though it took like a lot of time for just 2 nights. But it's very much part of Newcastle being the Star and Shadow, so it'd be nice to put that out at some point. Anyway, we're going to go to another advert break in a minute, so there'll be more spoof adverts for you to have have a few belly laughs at, and that kind of thing. That's your thing.
Some of them are actual adverts,
yeah.
or actual things. Some of them are spoofs. See if you can tell the difference.
Can you tell the difference? That's the big question. Yeah, I think
Test Pressings, the first ever vinyl to be made for testing out what the record sounds like. You could be one of 75 people to own one of these. A beautiful black vinyl record wrapped in a simple white sleeve with a signature from each band member numbered specially for you. Yes, you. I see you there. You. Test Pressings, the first ever vinyl to be made for testing out what the record sounds like. You could be one of 75 people to own one of these. A beautiful black vinyl record wrapped in a simple white sleeve with a signature from each band member numbered specially for you. Yes, you. I see you there. You.
Filmed in Los Angeles.
Just doing it. Just rattling through this. Welcome back to the live Maximo Park marathon signing. We're still doing it, and we will continue to do it. And Banquet Records, we've just had word on the street that they are still taking orders right up until 9. And if you know anybody who's interested in a personalised message, just get in touch with Banquet Records, buy a record, and we will sign one from our box personally just for you, because we are missing out on the sign-ins this time in record shops that we would normally do. And so yeah, we thought we'd do it like this.
Hey Joe.
Hello. Yeah. Hey Emma, enjoy the new album. We're doing that kind of thing.
Wait.
We're running out of things to say. But this is, yeah, I mean, this is just like one of our gigs without the songs, really. It's like an extended riff on life. Extended riff on life.
Our poetry for Emma. Nice.
Very good. How's everybody doing out there? You can get involved on the live chat. There's all sorts of things going on. You can bid on the auction that you can see in the corner of your screen. Currently £730 for our gold disc, which Duncan is about to brandish.
What was that? How many?
£730.
730. I think it's worth a bit more than that.
Hey,
I genuinely am. I mean, I'm thrilled that it's raising anything, but I think it is worth a bit more than that.
it's for Newcastle West End Food Bank, which we spoke about earlier. A really great cause, helping people who are struggling during the pandemic and in general. But during the pandemic, it's got a lot worse for the poorest in our country and in our area. So we thought it would be a nice thing to do while we're doing this. What else is going on? We're number one. We're the number one band in the country. And I'm not even joking this time. And all of our gigs, I usually, have a little laugh.
Yeah.
Like, this is number one in my mind or whatever. But we're actually number one. Just, for 3 days so far. But if we can extend it to the end of the week, that would be amazing. And one of the ways that we're going to try and do that is in a couple of thank you very much gigs where we'll play songs from this album, but we'll also we'll chuck it in at the end, Our Earthly Pleasures in full, our second record. Tickets for that go on sale tomorrow at 11, and they're going to go like hotcakes. That's what we've been told, and we believe the people who have told us. And yeah, it's going to be exciting to try and stay at number one until the end of the week. But if you buy a ticket for our couple of gigs that go on sale tomorrow through Crash Records in Leeds and Banquet Records in London, then you will be helping us if you buy a kind of bundle and try and help us to get to number one. Yeah, it's as simple as that. That's the game we're in at the moment. Music is not a competition until it is.
We're in the ring.
Yeah,
We've got Alice
Trying our
Cooper hot on our tails.
yeah.
We've got to fend him off.
There's there's lots of people who could.
School's out until next week, but in terms
Yeah.
of Cooper, we've got to keep him out until the week after.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm sure Alice Cooper's keeping up on the homeschooling situation in this country. I'm sure it's a hot topic in his house, considering his lyrical content. What's next? Here we go. We've got it. Our new album has a mild sort of gloss on it, not a full one.
Yeah, she's the last one. Yeah, cool.
So we've got to watch out for
This one's for Kai.
smudges.
Kai, double exclamation mark. I thought you said something else there.
Oh,
There we go. What else is happening on the chat? I've spotted you guys attending some gigs over the air in Newcastle. What have been some of your favourites?
over the years, wow,
Pick a gig.
many gigs.
It's true, we're at gigs quite a lot.
What haven't we mentioned? We mentioned Dave recently, didn't we? We all went to see. We saw a great gig as a band recently. Tony Allen. We went to see Tony Allen, the famous drummer, Fela Kuti's.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
He was
we
doing a
Jazz and some
tribute
Yeah.
to. I'm not going to be able to remember now. Who was he doing a tribute to? It was a jazz thing.
Yeah.
And then, he was supporting Sun Ra.
Sun Ra
Orchestra.
Yeah, they were great. They were
Phenomenal.
So we all went as a band to see that, and I'm pretty sure we went to see Nick Cave as a group down at the Sage. Obviously,
Always puts a good gig on.
Yeah.
I saw Nick Cave on his kind of question and answer tour that happened recently, and it was just amazing. You know, he's an interesting guy, very interesting. He managed to hold the room, just like we managed to hold this chat for hours on end.
There's
too many favourites to mention. Basically, every gig I go to, there's loads of gigs where there's people that I love. Martin Carthy, folk singer, one of my favourite guitar players. Always love going and seeing him at the Cumberland Arms, or I've seen him at the Arts Centre in Washington. I've seen him in all sorts of places.
I've seen Parquet Courts down at the Boiler Shop.
Where we're going to play. We're going to play there finally. We've never played there, so we thought we'd do that on our next tour, which is good.
Seen a few there.
I saw Shirley Collins there.
We saw Angel Olsen, I think, together down at the Clooney. Being at the same time.
Saw her in Chicago as well, actually.
Yeah.
Well, that's got nothing to do with your question.
Who else in?
We've seen Low at least twice.
Yeah.
I've seen Low many times.
Live.
Yeah, one of my favourite bands ever, and live especially.
The one they did for the Drums and Guns tour, I remember that was quite a while ago.
Yes.
That was an
Sage.
amazing show. Yeah, Sage 2.
Sage Hall 2.
So Eternal Summers, good friends, the Clooney, Nicole, and band. It's like, we toured with them in the States. Nice to see them. Who else have we seen? Loads of.
You went and saw the Lemonheads. I didn't go to that one. That's
Lemonheads at the Wyland Brewery,
because they're quite hit and miss. But that was a hit night.
Just played the complete, as many as. I was so surprised each song. I was like, I was just glad to hear it, because I think we saw them briefly at a Spanish festival, Benicassim, years ago, and it was just a quick set.
I saw them at Clooney. Well, I saw Evan Dando by himself.
Yeah, because he plays in Newcastle quite a lot.
Sure, I think he played with the Lemonheads there as well.
Yeah, and that was a great gig.
We saw the Lemonheads. They could headline Benicassim the first year we played that.
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah.
That was a good gig. And then Evan Dando did his own encore.
Yeah.
He had a whole headline festival crowd to himself and just kept going. He did some Graham Parsons covers, I believe, which is quite a thing to attempt, and it went down a storm.
Yeah.
Somebody's making a playlist.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's making a playlist of Dear Listener songs from my radio show. Thanks for that, FP. My radio show available on Mixler every Monday night. 90 minutes of songs and this kind of waffling from me at 7:30 each week. All to volunteer for the Star and Shadow, a local venue that can't be open. Let's see. It's just leapt away. Somebody wants to hear more of our Lennon and McCartney impersonations. Possibly in the minority there.
Why do you want to hear those?
If you want to hear them, it's up to you. We can do them, but I don't know whether that's the right thing to do.
Go on, try it.
Go on, Sol. Absolutely, might not be able to do them. Anyway. Somebody's really bad cold.
Keep writing and shut up, alright?
Hey, you. Somebody missed the first half of this. I don't know who it was, but
We're getting annoyed.
let me
now.
find the name.
Alright.
Slow Reader Joe.
Getting
Slow Reader
tired.
Joe. You can find the first half somewhere on the internet, I'm sure. The dark web.
Buy the CD by Maximo Park. It's great, okay?
Yeah. So that'll do. Covered that. Next. Next to the birthday wishes. Wishes says Joe, and signing the album, of course. Can't wait to get it. Let's see what else is happening. Don't underestimate auction snipers, and I think that means at the end of this, just before 9 o'clock, there's going to be a flurry. I recently did an online auction where I was bidding for my friend Rachel Lancaster's painting, which I won. I won the auction at the last minute, but I bid quite high, and nobody else came in. So I'm not a great person to advise you on how to do auctions, but Rachel is the sister of Laura Lancaster, who did the painting on the cover here, and I was in a band with them both called Me and the Twins. They're identical twins, and I'm me. And that was what was on our little tape, which Tom played on student radio. And that's why we ended up just sticking with it. Me and the Twins.
A lot of info
There you go.
in that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unpicky.
So anyway, yes, and I won a little watercolor by my friend Rachel Lancaster, and yeah, I went in at the last minute at 10 to 8 when it was due to finish at 8. And our auction tonight ends at 9 o'clock, and I'm sure there will be a flurry of last minute bids. Let's see what else.
A serious request. Someone has asked us to sign a CD with the message, "There is a risk of damage, so please be careful of delivery time."
Do we write that on the box that we send in?
Again, do we take the wrong
Is
burgundy approach and just...
Yeah, there
do
is a
it
risk of damage, so
verbatim?
please be careful of delivery time. I don't think that's one of the personalised messages.
That's a very
I think somebody has just left because
request.
the box on the website is for any extra, I live, 20 flights of stairs or whatever. So somebody has put that in the box. It's in
maybe
in
accidentally
place.
cut and
Yes.
pasted it or something.
Oh no, it's just
If you
Please
think
be
that
careful.
might have been you,
yeah. If
do let us know.
if you're the
Whatever
weirdo who
chance.
wants us to write that on your CD, let us know that you want it
Yeah.
written on
Yeah.
your CD. If not,
Just-
we won't.
We just need that. Straight
There's another one saying
speak
signed but no personal message, and again,
confirmed. Oh, we can do that.
I'd be
There
struggling
you
to think that was somebody's actual message.
Yeah. Well,
Hi Ed, thanks for being our #1 fan. I can get on, I
Yeah.
can understand that one.
more of those, please.
Somebody says, shame, I already ordered a bundle. I mean, I love supporting my favourite artists, but there's only so many different iterations of the same thing one needs. And you have to say, fair enough.
True.
That is true. And, people haven't got loads of money knocking around. That's, again,
Yeah, we appreciate any
yeah.
support. It's amazing. So
thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this gives you some sort of insight into our deficient personalities or something like that. I don't know, but yes, you can. We're headed for #1, so we're going to be putting ourselves out there now for the rest of the week, even more than we already were, just to try and get the record out to people. But now that it's kind of #1 in the midweek, we're going to try and sell our souls to to get it to you, just about. What else? My wife from Darlington and I, who met over Maximo Park, have been together 13 years to the day, says Costas Achilles, or Achillea. Costas, that is lovely to know, that's really nice. I periodically hear about people who've met at our shows, and it always brings a warm glow to my heart. Thanks very much for sharing that today. Sound like Steve writes love songs now. So yes. Oh, it's leapt on a little bit. What comes first, the music or the lyrics, and has the process changed now you're a threesome? Well, they both come separately, and then he sends the music to me, and I'll see what lyrics I've got, and then I'll write extra new ones. And sometimes I'll just write something new if I don't have any lyrics that kind of fit the bill. But a lot of the time I'll find one lyric that fits out of my notebooks, and then search for other bits in my notebooks that either fit or I can amend. And a lot of the time, some stuff just fits immediately with whatever Duncan's written, which is really helpful, and it feels like it was meant to be when that kind of stuff happens. But I think we just kind of understand each other's melodic sensibilities, and go together, I suppose. What else is going on? Who's the one artist or band that you wish you'd seen live but never managed to? Prince.
Gutted about that.
Prince is the one for me.
I missed out on the Nirvana show twice. One I couldn't afford it, and the other, what's the reason? I can't remember why. Something else happened, and my close friend met Kurt Cobain after the show. So if I'd gone, never mind. There you go.
Never mind. So when we see a vinyl to sign for Nicola, who is also known as Wake Me When I Fall, she's just ordered a blue vinyl on Banquet and has asked for a doodle and a random lyric, because a random phrase is as good as any.
Yeah.
Remember that one, eh?
Yeah.
There you go, another lyric from the past, resurrected there. And some more lyrics coming through, just randomly perhaps. Oh no, it's okay. Costas Aquilia said, "You've been with me 13 years to the day." That's what I should have asked for his wife.
Have we done his?
Have we done Costas? Anyway, I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll play up.
Is it cold where you are this time of year? Asks Nicholas. And generally, yes, it's quite fresh. Has to be said. There you go. Easy questions. How long? Oh, we've got 25 minutes left of this live stream, I think.
This is when we say marathon.
We're going into the final stretch. We're about to start sprinting for home. Let's get these. We're going to get these, rattle through these.
We'll make sure it's all signed for sure.
Absolutely.
We've got Harper and Rigby. Keep playing our tunes in Texas.
Absolutely.
Harper and Rigby in Texas.
Nice to know that there's people out there in Texas. Somebody wants us to do Ringo, but I don't know whether we're going to go down that road.
Through the nose for Ringo. It's quite hard.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
That's what he said. Isn't it?
Oh dear. Okay. Peace and love.
No more fan mail, please.
No more fan mail. Peace and love. You can send us fan mail if you want.
Yeah, that wasn't the real us talking.
Yeah. I'm just messing about.
I love Ringo.
Do you remember the Africa Express gig that you did at Middlesbrough Town Hall? What a gig that was. I do, and it was.
Great.
And again, mostly because Tony Allen was drumming. I remember meeting Rachel Unthank there, who I'm now friends with, and we sing together. And we met backstage because she did a song. We did the Undercurrents. What else did we do? Maybe By the Monument as well. And we did it with Diabel Sissoko playing the kora. The kora is this amazing kind of harp-like instrument from, I think it's from Mali. I think Diabel Sissoko is from Mali, but yeah, lovely.
I think it's Senegal. Is it? I think I remember. I think so. We'd probably have to double check, but it might be Senegal.
Because there's Toumani Diabate, who's the king of the kora, I would say. That's what I've been told. I don't know loads, but yeah, it's used extensively in West Africa.
Yeah.
So it kind of it straddles different countries, but we managed to have Diabel Sissoko playing on our songs, which was pretty unbelievable for us to have that kind of instrumentation. Beautiful. But yes, and again, proud because I was in Middlesbrough on the town hall stage, which was a beautiful stage. I've managed to do a couple of solo things there. Did one with a string quartet for the town hall's 150th anniversary, which was really nice. I think I did some of my own stuff, a couple of the band's songs, and I did There Is a Light That'll Never Go Out and Pretty Vacant by the Sex Pistols. All bands who'd played there. yeah, it was fun, a lot of fun. What else? Have we got anything else on our chat to respond to? When did you guys know you wanted to pursue music as a career? Were you afraid it wouldn't work out? Still afraid it won't work out. We're number one.
Always afraid.
Yeah, you never know if anybody's going to get into the next one. Absolutely. But a career in music only when I think Parlophone started asking questions about some of the demos that we'd done, and before then I was just trying to be, a good singer and a good songwriter, and just wanted the band to be good in Newcastle, and you don't really think outside of that, because there's a lot of bands, and there was a lot of bands playing kind of fairly bland music, we thought, and we wanted to kind of just do something a bit different to what other people were doing. And luckily there were a few like-minded souls around, like Electronic Eye Machine, which became Field Music, and it was only there was a point where it was like, oh, this could actually be, we could make a record. But again, I wouldn't have thought of a career out of it. I would have just thought, we get to make a record and see how it goes. And I think that kind of short-term thinking, living for the moment, is, I guess, still very much part of what we do, and so on in the band. So yeah, only when record companies started sniffing around, I started thinking, oh, maybe we'll do this for a little bit longer than,
Wow, you thought that a lot earlier than I did.
Well,
So that was the point where you thought there might be a career.
Yeah, but not career. I thought we might get to make a record, we might get signed.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, I've read so many books about music that, I'm aware there are many pitfalls, and it's not a lucrative thing unless you're at the top. And there's that, again, that kind of drives us on, really. Just want to keep making good music, mostly. If it's a career, then that is the best of both worlds, but the music needs to be good. Who is the girl who plays guitar? Well, the girls who play guitars were my friends Rachel and Laura, and Laura did the painting for the new record, and I was talking about Rachel recently in this stream. I bought one of her paintings recently, and yeah, it was about a conversation in a bar, and other things, lots of other things go into that as well, and about feminism, and women being able to do what they want without the restrictions, defying some of the social expectations that are put on women. So it's kind of a fun song about some serious topics, and also, talking about your friends in a bar and saying, I'm in a band with these people and this is what we're doing. So there you go. That's probably the most I've ever said about girls playing guitar. Let's see. Somebody said, this completely caught me off guard today. Thought today was going to be boring, but not anymore. That's from Area 51 Hot Cocoa again.
You're too kind.
That is very generous. Let's see. Anything else? Do you ever do signings after gigs?
When we do gigs?
Yeah. Sometimes. If somebody, but I'm very sweaty, and it takes us a long time to actually get out from the venue and stuff. So but if somebody's there and we know about it, and somebody's told us, like a security guard or whatever, then we'll never leave anybody standing in the street. But generally, yeah, it's more about if somebody's there, we'll pop out, but I'm usually in the shower.
So
and tired.
If it's cold and snowy, don't wait.
Don't wait. We don't like putting people through that. We'll always end up doing something like this, by the way. Love the new album, guys, says Pavement 422. Hope that's a Pavement band reference. Thank you very much. Sean Tate says, very excited for the new album on Wax. Very good, vinyl fan. Thank you again. Thank you for sticking with us through this stream. Keep saying thank you, but we can't say it enough, really, because there's new people tuning in. We're doing this to stay at number one now. We weren't doing that before. It was just something to do.
We've still got this.
We've still got this.
On
Bids, yeah. £800 at the moment.
Wow.
800. It's gone up. It's gone
Come
up.
on,
Size
know-
up.
we
Bank,
know
West
what
End
amount
Food
we're
Bank.
going for.
Going
Now,
for the big one.
Really good cause.
Getting towards
And,
four figures.
4 figures.
so
Can you do
4
it?
figure leg lock.
if you fancy this little rarity,
Yeah.
I think it's only us that have one.
Yeah.
So
I'm,
you-
I'm
you-
just saying, my one of these, I definitely would value it more than £1,000.
There you go from Tom. So you would
Just
be
so you know.
the 5th person, sorry, 6th person to own one of these.
Yeah. One of our managers might have one.
Oh yeah, maybe they do. So maybe
Every second. But definitely
That's
less than 10 in the universe.
really cool if you like that.
Pavement 422 is named after the band Pavement. So there you go. Live chat in action.
Shady Lane.
Confirmation. Yep, saw Pavement at all tomorrow's parties when they
Yeah.
reformed. That was good. It was exciting.
Cats on
Um,
CD.
Cats.
Somebody else, Slow Reader Joe, who's been with us for some time, and we've already signed one for her, says, I was lucky enough to see Prince back in 2014, mesmerising. I danced for the whole 2.5 hours, sadly missed. Any thoughts of doing a Prince cover? I've actually done Diamonds and Pearls, actually. At a concert.
Did it on the radio.
I did it on the radio with Duncan.
Demo lyrics.
And yeah, oh God, I played the guitar, and I took my own guitar. That's the only time I've played guitar with the band on the radio, I think. Mara Carlisle did it as a duet. My friend Mara Carlisle, who's got a new song out at the moment, which is very, very good. We did a little duet on Dermot O'Leary's Radio 2 show. So it's out there somewhere. And at the end of, not last year, but the year before now, as time has ebbed away over this pandemic, I did a thing called Paul Smith and Friends, which was a duet show at Middlesbrough Town Hall, and resurrected it at the Sage in Gateshead in Hall 2 there, with my friends Field Music and other friends like Catherine Williams, Rachel Unthank, Ross from the Future Heads. It was a good gig, and we sang duets, and one of them was Diamonds and Pearls once again, which was the first Prince album I ever got into. I loved Get Off from that record, and Diamonds and Pearls, and Cream, the 3 singles. Diamonds and Pearls being a big power ballad, and the other 2 being rude, funky numbers. Prince, I would have loved to have seen Prince. The next break is in 1 minute, and we're going to show the bids again, and then there's going to be 15 minutes more before we finish, and you can, get excited about us announcing those 2 shows that will go on sale tomorrow at 11 o'clock, which is quite exciting for all of us here. 1 minute to go, and let's see. Oh, it's gone up £820 for our gold disc now. This is what it's all about. Again, if you've got money saved up, if you've done really well out of the pandemic, like certain hedge fund managers who are in charge of the economy, or people who own pubs near Matt Hancock, the health minister. If you've done really well out of the pandemic, then definitely give it a bid. If you've got some money saved up that you were thinking, I really want something gold for my wall that involves Maximo Park, if that's what you've been saving up for, now is the time to push the button and get onto it. We've nearly run out of things to say.
We've nearly run out of things to sign. Not really.
Oh dear. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going.
We've got work to do.
Colorado. You think
just all those venues you think of in American accent.
Yeah.
You know,
like from the from way back.
Hollywood Bowl.
Hollywood Bowl.
The Apollo.
We went when we were making our third record.
Harlem Apollo.
That'd be good. We would when we were making our third record, Quick in the Heart, in Los Angeles, we went to the Hollywood Bowl to see Jay-Z, and that was pretty. No, we went to the Hollywood
Palladium.
Hollywood
The
Palladium.
reopening, the grand reopening of the Hollywood.
A place where Sinatra used to play and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jay-Z reopened it.
That was a good night.
But we didn't go to the Hollywood Bowl. We went to we got Santa Monica to see My Bloody Valentine.
Oh yeah, that was brilliant.
Which was at a university in Santa Monica, and that was pretty off the darts.
Pretty loud.
Stereo though.
At the Henry Ford Theatre in Los Angeles. Yeah, so we went to see quite a few gigs when we were doing that record.
Yeah,
maybe we should have concentrated more on the music, eh? Anyway, yes. What else have we got here? 10 minutes to bid. People with money, go on. You know you want that lovely shiny gold record.
That's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about.
10 more minutes to bid.
People asking about covers that I've done about Hannah and Gabby. Putting that on, we did an extra bonus CD with some of the editions of the record on our website called Art Apart, where me and Doug have put on a couple of solo things as a bit of a bonus for different exclusive versions, available nowhere else. But yeah, I don't even know what I did with Hannah and Gabby. It went out somewhere online. But yes, thanks for reminding me of that. And yeah, some people are off to find the Diamonds and Pearls cover version. Anyway,
BBC session. Maybe we should do a BBC sessions.
We need, There's always room to scoop up some of these things that we haven't done anything with. For the first listen of the album, says Paul Maloney, I'll be going to the top of the local mountain, hillock, with a shabby bottle of wine. Hope nobody hears me sing along to Baby Sleep with my headphones on. That sounds pretty good. That sounds
Hope you get a
picturesque.
nice evening for that.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't done this one. I've dried it out. Get the top off. Hazards of signing. Let's see, what else? Will your Kate Bush covers ever come out? I once covered the entire Hounds of Love album on a dictaphone. Just me and my acoustic guitar, and I did it in one chunk without stopping, so it's got loads of mistakes in. But I gave it to some friends with a drawing of Kate Bush on the front cover. Who knows? Maybe it'll come out. I haven't listened to it in a long time. It may not be. It may not be as good as I remember. What else have we got? We've got two Kirk You Rule. There you go. We are willing to sign almost anything. For these things, it's 5 minutes before the personalised banquet, sales cease. Try saying that fast. We keep delivering these to Sean, who keeps passing in front of the camera. I can see
this.
We should put them somewhere else instead. Come around the other way, Sean.
How long have we got left on this today?
How long have we got left? 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Like this.
We're at £825. We've had a sneaky little £5 bid come in.
Excellent.
To try and get in there at the end, that's the way it happens.
It's a good cause, and you really should be.
Sounds like the Queen.
It's a very good cause, and you should be, because you would be giving lovely.
I wish the Queen was bidding and get some more cash for the food bank.
Food bank, you must bid. Please bid. Come on, let's see these coffers.
This is the stuff that kind of ruins careers.
It's getting late. I mean, we've never done this before. I mean, this is where we normally, Netflix and all that. So this is this is strange, but we do love doing it for you good people.
That's right. Keep us at number one, please. We'll be forever grateful. We will be, but it feels strange to say.
Lucy,
grateful.
To Lucy, keep going. Let's keep going.
Biggest fan.
We've got 5 minutes left. We've got to burn through these. here we go. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. Hopefully some of the anecdotes were interesting, and hopefully this wasn't a complete waste of your time. Yeah. I'm loving the humour from the band, says somebody. Good.
You sure it's
just
humour?
Just as well. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go, and
Nicholas,
then we'll be gone.
happy birthday.
This is probably the longest some of you will have ever seen us talk and be ourselves outside of concerts. I hope we haven't ruined it for you. We've taken the mystique away from our band if we had any, but I don't think we did, so it's okay. Who wrote the guitar riff for Books from Boxes?
The guitarist.
Yeah, the guitarist.
That's true. This guy. Been loving Nature Always Wins. Versions of You and Why Must a Building Burn have been on repeat constantly. Thank you, OG. Somebody saw the duets gig that I did and loved Dark End of the Street. Thank you very much. Yeah, me and Catherine Williams doing that one. Is Duncan also the American voice on your adverts? For some of them he is. I believe. That's what I'm told. That's what I'm told. Two.
One of them, Jonah? One of them.
At least two.
One of them.
Let's see. Number one is awesome, so happy for yous. Well, it's only temporary. Let's see if we get there at the end of the week. I have a feeling that perennial underdogs Maximo Park will not make it to number one. Of course, we'll do our darndest to maintain the position, pole position. Maximo says, see you on Saturday. Yeah, we've got a live stream on Saturday. Don't forget about that. Sign up for that. What else have we got going on? Yeah, we've got these shows on sale tomorrow if you've just tuned in, to try to say thank you for being number one. We're going to do a little bonus encore, almost 40-minute encore. We'll do 2 sets, and we'll do the new album, and we'll do Our Earthly Pleasures, because that only got to number 2 and we want to get to number 1. So that's the twisted logic that we came up with today when we realised we were at number 1. So we've got 1 minute to go. Keep those bids coming. Whoa, we've broken 4 figures. It's
No way.
Yeah, 1,050. Less than a minute to go.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so
And again,
much.
thank you on behalf of Newcastle Food Bank, who will be really appreciative of that. Hope people from there are watching. We really appreciate what you do. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks for sticking with us. And yeah, tell your friends about us. This is the week to do it. Get them to buy it on iTunes for $4.99 or something, and just support independent music. And we love making the music, and it's obviously we haven't been able to get out there for some time. So this is it. These kind of links through to you via our management's mobile phone over there. It all makes a difference, and hopefully keeps us connected to you in some way. So I think it's going to finish now. Thanks very much. Live from Newcastle. Goodbye from Newcastle. Newcastle leaving. We've got one more. We've got to 1,525.
Whoa, that's incredible.
That's it. Thank you.